Retro toys and comics we adore. TV and movies, let's explore. Sunday Night Geekery, it's the place to be. With Marc D, with a C, let your nerd run free. Old school vibes and stories untold. Tune in, tune out, let the magic unfold.
Hey everyone, welcome to Sunday Night Geekery, issue 167. And we got Maddie's daddy with me, and if I can remember how to take this overlay off. And sorry to being late tonight. I had to get everything ready, and then you always think you got another 10 minutes, and you don't. And I've been hobbling around because I took out my knee, so it took me a lot less. I left my headset downstairs with the dongle from the stream today. I'm like, where's that confounded headset? But yeah, it was a great member stream today, a lot of fun. So thank you everyone for hanging out, and I was hanging out with Maddie's daddy, so I get even more Maddie's daddy today, which is awesome. How's it going?
Excuse me. Hail, everybody.
Great to see you. Well, you know what happens when Maddie's daddy's in the house, so we get this. We get that, and then we also get this. Yep. Here we go. And we also get Dadman. Dadman's always in the house, too.
Never that way.
God damn it, Mark. Jeez.
Why not? Why not, right? So hail to Dadman, wherever he is. Yep. He might be stopping by later. We'll see. Yep. But yeah, it was a lot of fun today hanging out, Steve, and glad to see you again. Thank you for being here.
Absolutely. I will probably not be super late with y'all because I'm going to try and get up and do some cardio before work tomorrow, but I will hang in
as long as you can, right? Yep.
Oh, I've been meaning to ask you. One of the nights when I had Maddie and wasn't available, you got this super cool new intro music. And
yeah. Thank you to the Geek and I. Yep. I forget to mention. I usually mention. So he did that for me on that Suno. AI. So AI, not all AI is bad, I guess, right? So thank you to the Geek and I for that. Yep.
It's going to be very useful, but it's going to take out a lot of jobs.
Yeah. No, I can see. My brother-in-law's in the music business, and you still need that creativity. And of course, what did they feed it? They fed it all at once, information, all the music. But it's going to just, unfortunately, it's going to get better and better, especially for like the jingle world of jingles, I think, and commercials, that kind of thing. It could have a big effect. But let's say hi to everyone that's in the chat right now. So let me get to my chat. So yeah, we don't want to ignore our awesome audience. So of course, Tim is right out of the bat. Oh, and Dave is here. Awesome. Dave.
Hey, how's it going?
Very good. Very good.
I wasn't sure if this was the right link or not. I was thinking, it's like I forgot. I just go to last week's.
Oh, I forgot to send. Dummy, I forgot to put that in.
No worries.
My YouTube chat. Yep.
You want the live stream next door?
Yeah, I want the stream next door. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm just out of it tonight.
Down the internet.
Yeah.
I just figured you were in like a food coma after dinner. The 3-hour stream you already did today.
Well, Dabman was asking for the link. let me send this to him. Yep. So it's great to have more time to hang out with you guys. Yep. So I got to get that 3D printer fixed. I didn't get a chance to do that, but I did start to watch a movie tonight. Here we go. I'm trying to talk and type at the same time. Here we go. Let me send that out. It's tough I could use an AI.
Yeah.
Cap.
Right.
Cap after that.
Oh, but by the way, I don't know if this is allowed tonight. I didn't watch your stream with Paulie where you were talking about Daredevil. I didn't see the third one.
Yep.
And I just want to say I could have written a better episode.
You saw the third one, or
yeah.
I kind of like the third episode. You didn't like Okay. Well, let me just say hi to everyone. It's my bad trying to type and talk at the
Yeah,
same
and
time.
I don't want to spoil anything without giving people warnings. So.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah.
Go
So
ahead.
hail
I'll
to
cut-
Gap After Dark. Yeah, and then Claude Salen is here. Yep. And JT Kirk is here. Awesome. And who else? Yep.
Hell,
Yeah,
y'all.
yep. And lemon pie. Yeah, yep. I usually just put it out in we have a little group for the Geekery, and I put out the link, say, hey, see you tonight or whatever. And I forgot to just totally spaced. I don't know why. Totally spaced. I
No.
started watching that the new movie that's out, the Russo brothers, Electric State, and I just I had some emails and work to do, and just didn't get it done. Yep. And hail to Phantom Outsider, and RobAltis is here. Awesome. Gap After Dark. The Stream Element Spot is here. And who else is here? Let's see who else is in the chat. Now we got Phantom. Yeah, well, of course we should play this for our buddy Mike here. Let's always play this during the show at least one time. All right. So as I rudely interrupted Steve, don't clobber me, Thor. You were you were asking about now what were you asking about? I interrupted you.
Daredevil.
Daredevil. Okay, there we go. Yeah, and
More arrogant commenting than asking, but
yeah, and we're gonna do a Daredevil giveaway tonight too. So
you wouldn't dare, you devil.
I wouldn't dare to do that. Let me hook up my camera.
Oh, boom! Super chat.
That's the worst joke anybody's ever.
Wow.
Oh wow, nice.
Let me hook up the camera here. I can't see my connection. I better get with it tonight. My goodness gracious.
Oh, I'm drinking.
I have my cup of tea.
Coffee. Yeah.
Hey, JT Kirk. Oh, buddy, you didn't have to do that. Much appreciated. Says, smash that like to get Mark off to a great start to St. Patty's Day. Is clam pizza a traditional Irish dish? What'd you say? Mute.
No, tis not.
Yeah, well, I think it could. I think it could be. Here, look,
Pass.
It could be.
Hey.
Yeah, it's St. Patrick's pizza, right? With the clam, right? Here we go. Thank you, JT. Here we go.
Jake, if I never see another clam,
It'll be too soon.
That was disturbingly not delicious.
Now, if she had said clam pizza is disturbingly not delicious, as much as I'm a clam pizza fan, I could live with that because, as I found out, talking to everyone how strange clam pizza is. If you grow up with something like, you never think that it's strange, right? I mean,
no, I've tried
people eat
anchovies.
bugs around. Yeah, but people eat like bugs around the world, or rabbit, like really popular, or frog's legs, or
Ooh, those are good.
Down south they eat, alligator, and but if you grow up with it, it's what's the strangest thing it's probably pretty common down Louisiana, Baton Rouge way, Steve?
That's hard to say because what's strange to a local isn't strange, to somebody else. So
yeah,
certainly okra is controversial. Personally, if it's breaded and fried, I love it.
Okay.
Or in gumbo, it's a good thickening agent in gumbo and gives it a nice flavor. People freak out about it because the interior of it has kind of a slimy membrane until you cook it.
Okay.
So let's see, crawfish.
It's kind of like lobster in a way, or crab, right? So
I think it's the same family.
Yeah.
So and I don't know if that would be considered, I forgot what the word you use, strange or whatever, but it's spread out since like the 90s. The whole Cajun, like you can get Cajun inspired food everywhere.
Yeah.
So
Gator down there is
Frog's
nothing.
legs would be pretty strange, I would think.
Frog's legs are probably like clam pizza. There are people who grow up with them. I think the deeper you get into Cajun country or into the bayou, the swamps, they're probably more common. But you could have gotten them at the place we went to at Potran's that night. Had you?
Oh, they had them there, right? Yep.
So desired, yeah. So
Yep.
they sometimes have alligator bites.
Yeah, those are good.
Little cubes of deep fried alligator served with butter, and I never ate one. Although I think I just heard Dave say they were good.
Yeah, I've tried them down here in Florida. They're good, man. I mean, that's the only way I've tried them is exactly how you said, breaded with bites.
You live in, was it Jacksonville? You live in the Panhandle?
No, that's somebody else we know in that area, I think. But
Oh,
I live north. I live way north of Tampa.
Oh,
Not
okay.
too far. Not too far north.
On the Gulf side.
Yeah. Gulf's
Okay.
only. Yeah, Gulf's close to me.
Yeah, well, they have alligators down there, so that's not.
Oh, yeah.
Not a surprise. Although they seem to be much smaller than the ones in Louisiana.
No, you won't see. Well, if you go out in the deep areas, it's not swampy where I'm at. But if you, like you said, go inwards and downwards a little bit, you're gonna find some big ones.
Oh, okay. So I've seen them in Louisiana that were almost the size of a school bus. From
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're monsters down there, dude. Where Louisiana.
There's, I've seen like probably 13, 14, 15 feet, alligators.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or maybe they just seem that way.
I would say frog legs. I had frog legs. If you cook them, fry them up in a pan, breaded, garlic and butter like that, you make sure you cook them well done. But they've been really good. But they were always imported, like from Indonesia, the big ones, right? I don't think I've ever had domestic frog legs. But down here in Florida, man, down south, they've been eating iguanas.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's an infestation down here, right? So there's a bunch of videos of people who formed full-on companies of nothing but going down and iguana extermination companies.
Oh wow!
Oh, there's that many?
Oh yeah, dude. Because they invade all the trees and stuff. Like, say if you have a business and there's plants and trees and you have a big yard, you know what I mean? And schools, hospitals, anywhere around there, golf courses. Holy cow! Wow. Big ones too, dude. I mean, like dragon level size.
Wow.
Yeah, they have to shoot them with pellet guns, and I'm like, then they said, yeah, we cook these up and eat them. I was like, what?
Wow. But we do have a Dadman in the house. So Dadman's like, he was asking for the link. He's like, Mark, you had one job.
Nice. Yeah, he could talk about iguanas and stuff.
Yeah, but I just want to say hi to him. Of course, we got now Dadman's here, so I gotta play a different link for him. So let's play. Where did the link go? Yep.
Where'd they go?
Right there.
Oh, screw you!
Did you get that whole link, or did it glitch?
I got the link.
All right, now my computer's been. I need a faster computer. But thank you.
Actually, I used the one from last week, Mark.
Okay, no, yeah, that did work too. But no. I mean the video, the whole video clip play because it kind of glitched on my end.
No, I didn't even know.
All right, well, here, let's replay that. Yeah, because where did that video clip go? Let's see here.
Where'd they go?
Right there.
Oh, screw you!
There we go.
Classic.
It played for me okay because I heard the screw you now for the second time. So
all right, okay, yeah, my computer has been acting slow lately. I don't know. I had a little buggy on it and was taking some stuff off. Yep. And Gap is like, next topic, move along. Yeah.
One quick thing about frogs, and then we can move on. So about 2 or 3 months before Mike passed, I was down there and I took Maddie. And we were at my brother's house, just north of Lake Pontchartrain. Dave, you might know where that is. Mark, that was the bridge at the right angle to the long bridge we went over when we went to bed.
Okay. Yeah, the big huge lake there. Yep.
Yeah, the world's longest continuous overwater bridge. And so my brother lives north of there, and we were there on a humid night. And you have to remember, Maddie has been raised in Las Vegas, where there's absolutely no wildlife whatsoever. There's nothing except for.
I'll debate that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Well, Maddie said, "Dad, what's that?" And I said, "What?" She said, "That sound." And, me being from Louisiana, she said, right there. And I said, "Oh, those are frogs."
Yeah. Right.
The frogs are alien to her because she's never been outside of Vegas, except for to go to California a couple of times. So yeah, as you said, what are they saying? that, I think she had just turned 4, or it's about to turn 4, and listening to them, I said they're saying Saturday, 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 because that's what they sound. So anyway, that was
Well, Dustin from Keto Simple is going to save us from that. He says from the frog eating the frogs talk. He says, and we'll do a better eatery later. He says, Marc D, what a big C you have. And actually, I do have a big, huge C, because my son's first name is Charlie, as Dave is trying not to die here, and from laughing or coughing. I was laughing, yeah, and
both.
When you go to like those, and thank you so much. You go to like Home Goods and they have like these letters or initials. There's a big C I have in the basement. I was supposed to paint it and put it in his room. I never did, but we didn't want it. But so I do actually have a big C in the basement.
I'm glad he didn't say you have a big D.
Yeah,
that's a whole different. Yeah,
you get a big D. Actually, I have a big M in my office too. My sister got me. You guys have seen it, but it was an M, like Home Goods with all the Marvel. Was it DC? No, I'm looking at it. It's all DC. I just have to find a place to put it. But everyone should sub to Keto Simple. Great keto living. Great channel. Great broadcaster. Really great stuff out there. So check out Dustin. Yeah, everyone sub to Dustin and make sure that you follow him. Yeah, because he's a good friend on Toxic Tuesday and really interesting streams and really good at it too. So there's a reason he has so many subs.
I'm going to try to sub him now. So if I disappear,
okay,
I'll be back.
You'll be back. I'll be back.
Cell phone and it's unpredictable, but
yeah, or you click when you have Thor fingers, you click the wrong button. So Steve might get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper!
But he'll be back if he clicks on the wrong link. And we're gonna play a few clips for Dustin there. So here we go.
Groovy.
That class is tough.
Oh, I didn't play the whole thing.
That class is tough.
Yes, math class is tough. Yep. I don't think I played this one today. Let's see here.
Hello, computer.
And this goes with the last food item we're talking about.
This evening, I shall go for the squid platter. Ew. With extra tentacles, please.
I protest. I am not a merry man.
No bloody A, B, C, or D.
And that kind of fits the super chat too, right? There's no. What do you mean no D or C there, Scotty? Come on. I just want the Enterprise, right? Yep. Thank you again, Dustin. Much appreciated. Yep. And Joffrey says a keyboard. How quaint.
Not now, Madeline.
Right? Yep. I'm talking, Tina, and I love you very much. Yeah. Right? Oh, yep. Oh, I do have the keyboard one. How quaint. All right. Now he tasked me with playing that. I know I've got the. Where's that one hiding?
Oh, I agree with RobAltis. Squid is better than clam.
I love squid. Yeah, squid is good, especially deep fried, breaded. Whatever, everything breaded is really, really good.
Calamari with salt and pepper. It's all you need.
Oh, I got this one here.
Hello, computer.
And now I think you guys know this, and now they actually have transparent aluminum.
They do, yeah. Which is pretty freaking amazing when you think about it, right?
Yeah, and they made it based on. It's funny how many things were probably inspired or, people thought of because of Star Trek. Like, we probably could do something where you could talk to people like on a phone and look at them, and then transparent.
And they watched Blade Runner and Terminator.
British.
Well, I think that the person who invented transparent aluminum said he was inspired by Star Trek. I could be, have bad memory circuits, but I believe that's the case from the article that I read years ago about it.
Yeah, I read the same thing. That I think it was two guys or it may have been one. I may get, but yeah, I remember being inspired by Star Trek. And there's also, I said this a couple of years ago. I read an article that 2 British scientists have invented impulse drive.
Yep.
Because it has no moving parts and it needs no fuel. It's just magnetism. But right now, the amount of movement you can do has to be measured with a microscope, or
Yeah, it's like nothing, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
but it works. But it's nothing. Yeah.
It works, and they say, as time goes by, it's going to be like, the cell phone or anything else. It's just going to keep. Or, remember the days of dial-up internet.
Yeah.
So, next.
Well, now the amazing thing is they have DSL over those same phone lines. You can get up to like 25 or 30 megabits a second, which is, for internet speed is slow today. But if, you told me during the dial-up days or AOL that you're going to be able to get, 15, 20, 25, 30, because when cable internet first came out, I think I was checking some of my old speed tests from 2012, because it was, sometimes your internet gets glitchy and you want to do a speed test. And I had some tests going back to 2012, and they were 30 megabits a second. So, as it saves your search history, when you log into the account.
Remember the days of rollover minutes?
Yeah, rollover. Yeah, for sure. Yep.
What's that?
I think my dog.
Hello to Sashi. Hey, Sashi. Yeah.
I think my dog used to get rollover minutes.
Right. So, well, we could do. Why don't we do some food to start? Let's try some good food, I guess, right? So maybe we'll start off with some good food.
I just ate, so I won't get hungry this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a lot too later after the meeting. So yeah, let's get to that. Let's see here. So where's some food? I got some food here. Where's some good food? All right, let me add a couple new items to add to the food list. So let's do that. Let's see here. Where's just checking for the latest food item. What I do, I just add them all to my directory. So I have believe it or not, I have a food directory just for Sunday Night Geekery, right? Why not? Oh, here we go. That was something I had. All right, let's check a couple items here. Nothing super duper, but or you can put in the chat what you had anything that you had that was really, really good lately. Yep. So here, let's add these, because you don't want to see all my other boring pictures, right? Yep. Let's see here. Let's add this. There we go. Okay, now let's go to that album. Sorry, it sticks. This is why people have producers on TV shows, because they do all the grunt work and hopefully get a lot of credit. But yeah,
well, the producer doesn't do it. It would be
the gopher, right?
Well, yeah, or a like the director. The director would have stage manager, and all these people that would do their different. So what you actually need is a crew.
Yeah. Well, I got you guys to help, so thank you. But, no, it was with all this little stuff behind the scenes, and you're trying to do it fast, yep. And then when you're bare of little brain.
Well, while you're doing that, Dave.
Here, I got it. Oh, well, you got go for it. What'd you got?
So while you're doing that, Dave will entertain us by singing "My Way."
Oh, okay.
No, I think good.
And Jeffrey says calamari is disgusting. Yeah.
Oh, calamari! Awesome.
Calamari. Yeah.
I love calamari.
Well, dun, 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 dun. And now the end is near.
Oh, the clam box. Oh, yeah. We could tell them about the clam box. Good idea. It was a town I grew up in. They had a famous restaurant called the Clam Box. Famous just because,
there's a few of those in Vegas.
I don't know if it's the same chain. I don't know if it's I think maybe there were 3 of them. Maybe it's survived or part of it survived. But yeah, we had it was like the town hangout, right? You go to the Clam Box, get your chowder. You clam chowder, of course, we don't speak like that here, but And there was a lot of seafood and fish and chips were like really good there. The fish and chips, that was good stuff. Yep. Oh, and the Geek and I is here. Thank you again for the open. It was much appreciated. Yep. Movement measure of a microscope, just like me after Thanksgiving dinner. Yeah, real food. Yep, yep.
The Geek and I, man, you did an amazing job on that open. We were talking about it earlier.
Great lyrics, yeah. Because I'm sure he came up with the lyrics, yeah. So
it was awesome.
That was great. Yeah, because you can tweak the lyrics too. You can put lyrics in, that you can go back and tweak them, and yeah, that's really cool. Yep. Oh, Transparent Element was not inspired by Star Trek, as the first patent for the AION was issued in 1980. Who knew? I didn't, so I looked it up. Thank you. Or maybe it was the cell phone, the first cell phone. I think he said some of the inspiration was from Star Trek. That could be.
I remember reading that it was inspired by Star Trek too. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Or maybe the name. Maybe they just called the name. They called it. Yep.
I don't know. One of these sources is wrong, but I mean, it's the internet, so
Come on, Wikipedia got that right.
We all, yeah.
We
all know the internet is absolutely true, even if it completely contradicts something else you read on the internet.
Right. Malaysian food. Have I had Malaysian food before? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I had. Yep.
I wanted to go to Malaysia until I learned that the word means bad Asia.
Is that true? No.
No, but Mal is.
Yeah, Mal. That's right. Yeah, the prefix. Yep.
Yeah, Roman language. It was just a joke. It's silly.
Yeah, and hail to Professor R2. Clambach sounds like a euphemism for something. And Fanty says, I'm eating microwave popcorn. I added flavor. I have that. Yes, I do have that. Movie theater salt. I try to spray on movie theater butter. It's pretty good. And I always use coconut oil to do it. Yep.
Oh, wow. Eric Casey.
To fry it. Yep. Oh, Eric K. Awesome.
Hail, Eric.
Hail, Eric. And I was actually printing a Silver Surfer for you today until my printer jammed. It's not your fault, but
Donnie.
Doing giveaways for everyone. I'm going to show the giveaway for tonight, but for channel members, sending something like, oh, Eric K would like this big Silver Surfer. So for the wall. Yep. So I was printing that, and the darn thing jammed up. I didn't have a chance to unclog it, but doing some cool stuff. And hail to Donnie. And the Power Rangers actor Dave Mala passed away, and radio legend Bob Rivers. Dave Mala, what Power Ranger did he play, Donnie? Because I'm not as good on the actors for Power Rangers. I know the originals, but or he could. What was his role on the Power Rangers? And the radio broadcaster, I didn't know that radio. You guys know that radio broadcaster that Donnie's saying passed away? Bob Rivers?
Bob Rivers? No, I don't think so. No.
Let's see. Oh, he voiced various monsters. Okay, so he was a monster or voice guy. Okay, gotcha. Yep.
Well, George Lowe passed away recently as well. Loved him.
Yep. He did the voice of Space Ghost. Yep.
Yeah. And a few others.
Bob Rivers was in the Pacific Northwest as a radio personality. Okay, that's why I did not. Oh, he was born in Connecticut, Branford, Connecticut, and he passed in Vermont. But I don't remember ever hearing, unless I've probably heard him. But he was, if he was on Sirius, maybe. But he was out in the Northwest. So rest in peace. Yep. Oh, we got another super chat. Wowzers. Let me catch up. Boom. Yep. Let me go to that. Yep. Thank you, RK, so much. Thank you. Silver Surfer's Norrin Rad. Norrin Rad is a Silver Surfer. Period. End of story. And we'll add to that as well with this.
I know where you're going.
You know where I'm going.
You have to set an example even in the face of stupidity. Now, everybody that reads comic books knows that Kirby's Silver Surfer is the only true Silver Surfer.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yep.
If Bobby were here, he'd say absolutely.
I like some of Ron Lim's stuff too, but yeah, the Kirby Surfer is the best. But I did enjoy reading that Ron Lim run in the was that 90s and aughts. Yep. So, but thank you. That was so super nice of you, RK. Yep. Let's see here. Let me catch up to this. Make sure I'm not missing. The chat is rocking tonight. So,
Oh, yep, Professor. Yes.
make
Smash
sure I
that
get-
like button.
Oh yeah, thank you for that. Yep. Want to make sure I'm not missing any of this chat here. Yep. So
My typing is a little odd. It's like skipped
Oh.
a little bit here on the YouTube side there.
well, sometimes what it does too, it clips like it just like it does a weird thing. Yep.
It's doing it to me now. Like I'm trying to hail Professor R2. My whole screen just went weird.
Just went weird, right? Yep.
Yeah, and I'm actually out of YouTube. I got to reload. Just kicked me out. Yeah.
And hail to Jeff. Jeff is here. Thank you, Jeff, for spending some of your Sunday night with us. Yep.
Hail, Jeff.
Hail. Just trying to scroll back up to see if I'm missing anything. Yep. Trying to use my powers of multitasking. Let's see how it works tonight. Yeah. All right. Well, that's of course whenever we talk food, we got roped into talking food first before we get to the other movies and stuff. But let me always, put on this with we're doing Marc D. And thank you for Wagner for doing that. Here's some really good food. Hey, how about that? How about bacon wrapped meatballs to get your get your juices flowing?
Oh,
Right?
I love these. And you show these.
There we
dude.
go. That's real food. Much better than frog legs, right? How's
Well,
that? Donnie likes that. And hi, Davina's here. Hey, good evening, Davina. Thank you for being here. Yep. And of course, always want to thank Cloudburn Times did this for the Sunday Night Eatery segment, and Wagner, of course, with the big thing eating clamtastic pizza. Amazing job putting those logos on the on the items there. So Wagner is amazing. Yep. Thank you, Wagner. And Lisa's here. Hey, Lisa. Eatery.
Lisa.
Yep. Lisa. Yep.
Howdy, Lisa.
So-
Girl.
Oh yeah, put Supergirl in the chat. Here we go. Yeah, and I was reading about Peter David, who wrote Supergirl for many years. Yeah, he's not doing well, and I don't know, maybe lost some of his insurance. He's got a GoFundMe going, and he was in a hospital bed last time. He's got bad liver, I think, or kidneys. A lot of health problems, whatever they are. And I saw him at Comic-Con a few years ago. But what a sharp wit he was! And but when you say like something obvious, and he like went right back. I'm like, are these for sale? I was just trying to, you don't know what to say sometimes. You had some scripts and some things, and I idolized the guy. I was like, I really did ask a stupid question, but he's like, of course they are. Yep. There's like, he wasn't like me, but it was just like, that was a dumb question. I'm like, so, but I gave him a nice tip. I bought one of his books. I'm like, keep the change. So, but no, he's written some amazing stuff over the years. And yeah, I'm just joking. He was nice. Yeah. But, oh, that's right. Yep. The Rumble names. It's low spec Linux. That's right. Yep. That's right. That's low spec. Yep. Oh, and Rumble too. Yeah, that's awesome. Yep. So that's another reason I was late, because the Rumble stream was messed up. So I had to get that had that going. Yep. So it's low spec. Yep.
That low spec, he's cool. He's
great guy. Yep. Great streams too. And
he knows his
retro gaming
Japanese.
stuff.
He knows his Japanese metal music too.
All right. All right, so let's share this screen. Not a ton of eatery tonight, but just a few things. But the bacon wrapped meatballs. So my wife went to a bakery over the weekend, and they have like a special you can order in the morning. That's like a $5 grab bag or $6. So I guess it's whatever's left over. They'll give you, because I guess either they're going to throw it out or, maybe there's some. I guess then whatever's left over they don't. A lot of there's a food rescue group in our area of the country, and they organize and go to all the restaurants and say, and also grocery stores. If something's got a couple of days left on the expiration, they're still legally allowed to eat it or sell it. But I think most stores will pull stuff off the day before, because no one's going to buy something it's about to expire. So the food rescue groups will go around and collect all this food and bring it to the food pantries. So, and this is another idea too. I guess they say, you sign up in the morning. You're like, I'll come pick up, a grab bag of bread, and whatever's left at the end. You don't know what you're getting, and of course, I'm sure they're assuming that once you go in there, you're going to buy some other stuff too. So, but really fresh homemade bread, and this was like a monkey bread with a lot of cheese in it. So, oh man, that was really good. Yeah. Good stuff. Yep. So yeah, so not for keto, not keto for keto friendly for everybody. Yep. But and Mark says, "Hey, Mark's 47 says Peter David signed the R2 you see in my avatar. Skippy knows the forest. Don't mess with him." From Skippy the Jedi droid comic he did. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, I love Peter. He's probably my favorite comic book writer, I have to say. It's Peter David in terms of the most other than Kirby and Lee run and the Micronauts, which I love. But yeah, it's great stuff. Peter David. Yep. So I hope he's better. Yep. Oh, and JT is on the Rumble side now too. Yep. Way to go. Yep. Yeah, no carbs here. Yummy. Yep. So this bread was a garlic bread on the left, like it had chunks of garlic in it. And this was like a rye bread, but fresh bread is just, you can't beat fresh bread. Yep. So that was super good.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, when I do occasionally get very fresh bread, it's like night and day.
Yeah.
Right? You don't realize how mediocre regular bread, like, even if you get like the so-called artisanal stuff.
Yep.
From, the store, when you get the fresh stuff, like when it's still warm from the oven.
Yep.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah. Well, it's like eating like cake, right?
Fresh, huh?
Yeah. But it's got that savory,
No, but I mean, it's just like, it's so good. Like I'd rather eat like a loaf of like really good French bread out of the oven than like a piece of cake or something. It's like more satisfying to me.
Yeah.
That might sound twisted in a way to people that like cake or sweets, but
cake is it has no texture to it. It's like it's delicious, but it's like eating a cloud or something. Whereas French bread has got the crusty outside and the I don't know what the word is for the inside. I don't want to say doughy because that makes it sound but yeah, good bread is that's why they call it the staff of life, even though it's kind of the staff of diabetes. But I love bread, but I try and avoid it.
Yeah, it's I guess the food pyramid, they're redoing the food pyramid. The food pyramid was bread on the top, I think, first, and basically carbohydrates, or was it vegetable? I can't remember.
No,
I think this was it vegetables on top and then carbs and bread.
Smallest.
Oh, that looks so good, dude.
It was what?
The base is the part of it because the base is wide. So yeah, it used to be like grains and cereals and stuff on the base, and now people say, well, the grains and cereals are killing you. But yeah, you're right, Dave. That sandwich does look amazing.
And then Eric K just sent me an awesome steak, so I'm going to show that in a second too. So that'll be coming up in a second. But yeah, so this was, I went to local bagel shop, and it's actually a friend of mine from high school. I've known since grammar school, and I didn't get an egg. It was like kind of like 10 o'clock. I'm not going to get an egg sandwich. I'm going to get just like a ham. That's like one of their specialty sandwiches. It's ham and lettuce and tomato and onion on a really fresh bagel. So when you get that fresh bagel, it's good. It's really good. Yep.
It's
so good stuff.
You didn't get a chance to have a muffalata. Oh wait, did you?
Muffalata. I did. Yeah, we went for muffalata. Yep.
Before we left. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. We did. Yeah, we did have a muffalata. Yep. Thank you for taking me there. Yep. Oh, and Classic Comics is here. Hey, Classic Comics. Yep.
Hail, Classic
Comics.
And
a lot of people going to the Rumble side. Gap is number 48. Thank you very much. Yep. It's always good to be in two places at once or three with X. So it's a great backup. Yeah.
So I'm not very hip and with it as you young kids are these days with your internet and your rock and roll music. What is the benefit of get off my lawn?
Get off my lawn. Yep.
Well, if I'm laughing, I'm old at that. Catch your rock and roll music.
Yeah.
That's the first mine that made Dave laugh tonight. So
That's like about the 15th time you've made me laugh tonight.
What is the? I'm trying to phrase. The way I'm going to phrase is going to make it sound like it's a negative thing. I don't understand what the point of doing both Rumble and YouTube is.
Well, YouTube is not entirely open to certain forms of free speech.
Mark,
oh,
yeah,
a
secure channel.
Yeah, it's a secure channel. Yep.
Got
So it's just another outlet. So since the Musk man, bought Twitter X, there's a lot more freedom on that platform now. Certain people don't like that freedom. I happen to be a huge component of free speech, as long as it obviously doesn't break the law. But if you read the New York Times, and we're not going to get, we're not political here, but the New York, I don't do a show on politics, although I could, because I'm a political junkie. But this is escapism. Enjoy to hang out. But the New York Times basically had a big mea culpa for what they had done the past few years. It said they were misled and this big screw up, and about how certain things that they were talking about were banned if you even mentioned them on some of these chat. And it's not like you were using horrible language or which is their platform, they have a right to do it, but these platforms in effect have become the public square. So if you lose your voice on the internet, I guess you could still write a letter to the editor, but you're not going to reach a lot of people. So you do have there's much more access, and you're able to get your point of view out there if you choose to. The old days, the get off the lawn types, you'd write letters to the editor, or you join local neighborhood association, or you join whatever political group. But it was a lot tougher for a small guy to make a difference. But you can have a pretty big voice today if one of your posts gets picked up. So if you had mentioned certain things about what had happened the last few years, you were banned, or like, oops, we shouldn't have done that. And those people on the other side were probably right. So you should always have free and open discussion, and as if it doesn't delve into that cross the line, obviously it's their platform if they don't want obvious stuff. But when you're just giving opinion on a subject or what your theory is and then that gets banned, I have a problem with that. So Rumble is a lot more open in terms of expression, and of course then I'm backing up all my videos, so God forbid something happens in my channel. A lot of the special shows I've backed up, but I've done so much streaming I can't back them all up. But some of the anniversary shows or first shows or ones that I were guested on, or certain shows with Mike, I've backed up just to have it. I don't know if anyone's going to watch it again, but if it goes away, then at least on one side it's still there. Not that I'm, hey, YouTube, be nice to him. I appreciate being here, but it's as Professor R2, amazing social network and a heavy-handed censorship regime. So that's the problem. So
there was a great. There's a great line in the movie 1776, which is a historical comedy musical about the signing of the Declaration of Independence. And there's somebody had and I don't remember who. Yes, I do. It was John Dickinson of Pennsylvania. Wanted to postpone the debate about the Declaration of Independence indefinitely because he didn't want to become independent. And Stephen Hopkins of Rhode Island was out using the outhouse, and they're all waiting on him to come back. And he said, well, what's going on? And they told him, he said, let me tell you something. In all my years, I've never heard an issue. I've never seen, heard, or smelled an issue so dangerous that it couldn't be talked about.
Yeah.
I'm for debating anything. And that's
a great line.
Yeah. I mean, if you can't talk about something, then you'll never really get to the truth. Because if you're silencing somebody, maybe they have the winning argument, but you'll never know.
Yeah, I mean, you always should be able to talk. Like, we're going to talk about Daredevil. You didn't really like the third episode. I liked it, but there were some things I didn't think it was perfect TV.
I haven't liked it.
You haven't liked them? Okay, well, we'll get. And I know our buddy J-Man was not a fan too of that third episode. It was
J-Man does not like
But-
that show.
But but I mean, at least, yeah, but he's not saying
honest.
Daredevil sucks or like,
It's
red
I
is
mean,
a
that's
horrible
why you-
color. Is giving you his reasons why he doesn't like the show.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
fine.
he's giving his opinion. And he
Yeah, Nick
points
should.
it
I
out.
got to tell Nick to have him on to talk about it on Wednesday, maybe too. It'd be great. But let's say hi to Brian Hepburn. Hey to Brian Hepburn, and thank you for being a channel supporter. Much appreciated.
Well, Brian.
And to Maddie, one of my favorite historical documentaries is this, in the 80s was called History of the World Part 1. Who was that guy?
True.
Famous documentary guy, Mel Brooks.
Mel Brooks, yeah.
Yeah, man,
What part of
especially the
Ethiopia
the art critic, it's
Nice, yeah.
Stand-up philosopher.
Yeah.
What part of Ethiopia are you from? 157th Street.
And Phantoms, I was put in Twitter jail for saying things that I could prove were true using public info. And they go take it down or refused and then refused after review. They had to allow it. Oh, good. Yeah. Yeah, because it's, if you're not, attacking people personally or doxing or doing something horrible. Yeah, if you're just posting public records, look what happened to the New York Post for Hunter Biden's laptop, which is proven true. And those 51 intelligence chiefs, all knew about it and lied in that letter. That's going to be a conspiracy. That's going to be almost a RICO act, and they knew it. But they got together and did it. It's a whole nother level. But they're all very powerful people, so they're going to go with it. I mean, Trump got rid of the security clearances, but they knew they were lying when they signed that letter because the FBI had the laptop for a year or more. So it's not even like it was close. Like, there was some doubt or, So
yeah, the history of censoring free speech always goes the same way. It's always, hey, give us the power to silence the people that you don't like. And then once we have that power, don't worry, we'll never use it against you. And then
kaboom, yep.
Yeah. Don't learn from history, you're doomed to repeat it. I hate to pull out the cliches, but it seemed like a cliche worthy moment.
No, it's true, yeah. So that's what happens, unfortunately. It's just a horrible thing. But
show that steak. I saw it.
Yep, I'm going to show the steak. Yep.
Yeah,
let me get through.
Mark's a stakeholder.
I'm a stakeholder. Yep.
No, I was just.
Oh no, it's great. Yeah,
it's so good. Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, steak is good. Oh, and actually, for scouts, we have a wilderness survival expert who comes to talk to us, and I'm going to show the steak in a second. So he was telling us a story where they were in bear country. I forgot to ask him if he was here or he heard this story secondhand. He might have actually been there, and they were around a campfire and they had one person on watch. I guess there were so many bears in that area. They're all sleeping around the campfire, and this big bear came up and he said, the big animals can be very, very quiet. He's like, you'd see a cricket, but you might not, hear a mouse or something. They're very, very loud. But you might, the bear, like the bigger they are, the quieter they can sneak through things, through areas. So the bear snuck up on this guy, was next to him, and he didn't yell. I guess you're not supposed to. I don't know the type of bear. He didn't yell or didn't say anything. Then the bear was sniffing everyone around the campfire, and I guess they're all trying to play dead. And then the bear, the person ended up being okay, but grabbed the one person around the campfire ring out of like 16 people, and then they threw rocks and stones and sticks, and then the bear let the guy go and ran off. Wow. But guess what was the one thing that this guy did not have in common with all the other people around that ring?
He was
He was what?
Deodorant? He wasn't
unbearable?
Not deodorant. Nope.
He was unbearable.
Well, no, actually, the bear did like him. Guess something to do with what he ate.
Garlic.
No.
Clams.
No clams. Yep.
Well, bear will probably like clams, right? Fish.
No clams. Yep. Think a little bit. Yep. It's a Phantom with the win. He was a vegan, so he's the only guy in the group that was a vegan. And this guy, the guide that was talking to us and doing a demonstration for the scouts, said the bears can smell up to 25 miles their hunting radius. So he was saying
brutal.
Like their sense of smell is just off the wall, incredible. So he said that was the one. So they said the bear could smell that he was the one person that didn't smell like a predator. So that then the bear went after him. So he's like, you always should eat meat in bear country. I was like, wow, there we go. There's another reason. Yeah. So
Eat people?
Did what?
Do bears eat people?
Well, I mean, bears have attacked people before. Yeah, I mean,
well, I know they.
They don't necessarily hunt them, but if they come out after hibernation, or I think we all know, if you run up against the mother with cubs, they're just gonna maul you just to do it. If you get too close, right? Most animals. Have you ever seen the elk? You ever see how big those damn things are?
Anyone that they all defend their
but they know. I'm not a bear person. I just know from all the stuff that if you just happen to be around when they're hungry, maybe.
Yeah, no, you never want to screw, especially if there's any baby cubs around.
Well, they're temperamental too. Do you ever see that video, a real documentary of the guy who lived out there for a long time, and then his dumbass took his girlfriend out there?
Oh yeah.
For a guy who lived with bears, he was documenting this one particular bear that he didn't know. Right, Maddie?
Well, no, that one
he
bear
didn't know
was
this one particular bear. Yeah, and the bear was acting really weird.
Well, he knew the bear. No, he knew the bear.
He knew it, but it was acting weird or
something.
It
was old. It was a much older bear. It was getting towards the end of its lifespan.
Okay.
So it couldn't hunt as well as it used to, and it was getting time. It was before hibernation time.
Yeah.
And Professor Arthur, I'd love to join you and Price on the Night Owl one night. Yep. Then I get my politics out. Yep. That would be great. And sorry, Mark's 47 for mentioning the B word. His dog keeps thinking I'm saying something with. I won't say it because his dog is going crazy. So sorry about that. Yeah.
Sorry. Hey, there's no Specs Linux.
Yeah. He's in.
What was it then?
He's
Mark?
in Twitter and Robot. No. What were you saying?
Well,
the bear. Yeah. So that bear, it was horrific. I mean, don't watch it. I mean,
they
had the clip. But the bear attacked him and then killed his wife or girlfriend both of them. And it was on. They had their cell phone going, and you could hear it. It was like one of those things you wish.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So what? Like you don't want to.
Yeah,
you don't want to hear it. Yeah.
And this guy he lived with them, but he didn't pay attention to all the signs, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you get complacent, right?
Yeah. Well, he was saying, I'm doing it because I've seen. Like Maddie, you were saying, you don't yell. I'm not a bear guy, but I've seen videos where people raise their arms up.
It depends on the bear.
Arms around depends on what type of. Yeah, there you go, Mark.
I believe it's the black bear that you want to do that. The brown bear,
I don't know. I don't
the
want to
grizzly
say
bear.
Crazy. I'm not a bear expert.
Check Wikipedia before you go in the woods.
Yeah, don't listen to me.
I believe it's the brown bear that you want to make a lot of noise and be a brown the black bear. The black bear. The brown bear, the grizzly bear, you want to, pretend to be dead. I believe that's what the guides and and of course before you go to bear country, I would always bring bear spray or
2 cans.
Make sure you're ready. Like if you go to Alaska, then like the guy said, he's a survival trainer. He's like, you don't go anywhere in Alaska without a gun. He's like, people,
the size of the panda bears. I mean, people think, oh my God, snort a poop is where snort. Yeah, those things are humongous, man.
They're big. Yep. Hey, Tom is here. Hey, Tom, thanks for the salute. Great to see you. Yep.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah, Brown.
When Lewis and Clark I think they were going over the Rockies or something. And they had an Indian guide. And the Indian guide spoke French. And he spoke to a local Indian who said, you should turn around. There are bears up ahead. And Lewis said, through the translators, bears, we're very familiar with bears. Don't worry. We know how to handle bears. And they were thinking of, the
black bears.
The brown bears back, on the East Coast, relatively small. And then they saw the grizzly, and the grizzly stood up, and they shot at it. And it's like shooting Mongo. All it did was
he made me more angry.
They had to run. They ran up trees or climbed them as quickly as they could. And like they had to wait until the bear finally got, hungry or tired. Like they were stuck in a tree for hours waiting for this grizzly with all the bullets they'd shot into him.
Well, plus you couldn't reload that fast with those, it was Lewis and Clark.
Flintlocks, yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, they did have the first, I don't know if you call it definitely a semi-automatic rifle, but it was used an air bladder and it fired pellets. So that's considered one of the earliest repeating rifles. I'm forgetting the name of it, but I know it was on one of the Lewis Clark expeditions. We got a cool chat out here. And thank you for having mods on Rumble too, which is awesome. Yeah, thank you. So, do I have to go make people mods? Yeah, let me see if I can. Do I have to, or did I do that? I can't remember. But let me go do that in the Rumbles. So, let's see here. All right. Well, everyone gives a thumbs up to this sandwich, I think, right? If you would eat this, give me a thumbs up.
I already ate that thing twice.
You already ate it twice.
Totally.
Totally, right?
I would take yours and eat it.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, Mark, look, it's the Hindenburg.
Yeah. Boom. Yeah. So it's Mark's 47. Brown grizzly get down, black fight back. Yep. And the other one I've heard too is black bear be big, brown bear play dead, polar bear you're gonna unalive, or as Mark says, polar you're effed. Yeah.
See, that's a consensus about polar bears.
Yeah, aren't they even bigger than grizzlies?
I don't know which is bigger.
The Kodiak. The Kodiak is the massive.
I think they're known to polar. I think are known to hunt men though. I think.
They're
because there's so little food out there. I think they.
Yeah, I think I read that as well.
Yeah. So I think so. Yep. So let me go to. How do I see this in Rumble here? Let's see if I go to. I'm not as good with the Rumbles yet. Let's see if I go to my my content here. Yeah. So if I can get into that chat there. Let's see. So how do I make someone a mod? Okay. So I got maybe I had made Eric a mod actually. Yep. Oh,
yeah,
which is
Eric's
good.
mod. Oh, I mean on
Very
Rumble.
good.
Sorry.
On Rumble, yeah, on Rumble,
Sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry, Mark.
Yep. No, because I think maybe a long time ago we had some undesirables, and I'm like, I gotta make Eric a mod, so keep us safe over there. Oh, and I'm getting Rumble chats, super chats.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh, it doesn't come across on the StreamYards, I guess, right?
It doesn't link over.
It doesn't link over, right? Oh, it doesn't link over.
Wow.
So how do I show this on? Can I show this on? Well, here, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to pull this screen over here.
Nick never shows it. He just reads them.
Yeah, well, you know what I'm going to do here? Well, thank you, Eric. Yeah, so here, I'm just going to do, or I can pop out the chat. Let's see, pop out chat. That's what I'm going to have to do, keep the Rumble chat on the side here. But what I'll do here, this is my technique for popping it out. So, yeah, I don't know why they don't sync like the other ones do, but let's see. I don't know why it's the super chats don't come through. I think we get the regular ones, but the super chats don't make it through. So let's see if I've got let's see here if I make sure this is showing. Okay. Let me bing in this. So so Eric's for $1, my first ever Rumble super chat. Thank you. Nice. Says we were camping in Sierra Nevada on a boarding school trip. A big bear came up and sniffed the side of my tent. Oh my God, I've always had nightmares about that. Sticking its nose in the side of the tent. My friend Dave poked in the news. It growled and went away in a huff. I could have killed him. We were stuck in a tent. Oh my God, yeah. Black bears, you get big and scared. Brown bears, you play dead or back away.
Who yelled out? That's sharks, you idiots!
That's sharks.
Land sharks. Yeah, they're land
sharks. Yep, land sharks
that can climb trees faster than you. And run fast.
Yeah.
unless you're a track athlete. They're fast too, right?
Oh, that's what the wilderness survival guy was saying too. He said, don't he's like, they can run up a tree faster than you can run.
Yeah. So, have you ever seen those videos, Mark? How fast it can go up a tree?
It's just amazing. Yeah.
Supernatural fast.
Yeah.
All their claws are big.
You can't believe it till you've actually seen it.
I would still climb the tree. I think that's with it below you, climbing up, using all 4 of its claws. I think your best bet is to be up the tree. At least you could kick him in the nose if you have a boot on.
You have at least one area you can defend, but they're just so strong. Yeah. So polar will hunt you, as Eric K says. It Kodiak are the biggest. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll pull it up just for fun.
And Mark's 47 is saying polar bears are the biggest. But I think I don't want any of them going after me. Yep. So yeah. So plus, I guess it depends on the size, what their food is and where they are. Yeah.
Let's get over which one's going to eat us. Fast.
Yeah.
Both. Polar bear will eat you. I would think about it.
Right.
I wouldn't risk it with a polar bear in any way, shape, or form, man.
Yeah. Any way you look at it, a bear's going to go, "Oh, I love eating these things. They're chewy on the outside and crunchy on the inside."
Right. Hey, so what do you guys think? This is mushroom pizza. This is Greek style pizza. So I don't know if you have that in your area, but it's I didn't finish reading the Rumble Ramps because I'm an idiot. But let me go back to that. Yeah.
So a polar bear.
More Rumble Ramps. I think I read 3. I think I read 3. Oh, I thought I read all 3 of them. I didn't finish reading this one yet. Let's see. Black bears, you get big and scare. Brown bears, you play dead or back away. Grizzly bears, you back away and hope you're not dinner. Polar bear, season yourself for its meal. Yep. You're in big trouble. Yep.
Yeah. How do you deal with something that's, according to this website, says the Kodiak can be anywhere from 8 to 10 feet tall. I'm assuming that one stands up without its arms, but up to 1,500 pounds. And that's all, muscle and fat, right? At the same time. Yeah. There you go.
So Lospec is saying it tells you when you get a donation. Yeah, it does get the names right. So the chat does come in. So where am I missing that? Let's see here. Look for the Rumble chats. Super chats. Yep. I wish it would, or so you could highlight it, but it's not. I guess they'll probably get that fixed. I'm not seeing the highlighted donations. Maybe because I'm in StreamYard. Maybe if you're in another streaming platform, but I'm not seeing it. But of course, I'm a bear of very little brain sometimes, so I could be missing that. But I got to get, now that more and more people are using Rumble. It's like when you get that inertia, and a lot of people start using something, all of a sudden it takes off. Like remember Parler took off like crazy.
Odyssey and
then mysteriously all the Parler servers were shut down and the app got pulled from the Apple Store. And I guess what? Yep. Oh, and talk about the social stream ninja was there a post before that. Thank you. Yep. Oh, Chrome plugin version. Okay. Thank you. That's low spec on the Rumble side. Yep. So this is just like as I was saying, this is like we call it Greek pizza around here, because this is like the style that all the Greek pizza places. It's like a thicker pizza. It's not pan, but it's not New York style. It's like in between Chicago. Well, Chicago or the deep dish is really extreme, but there's a lot of meat on this pizza, and in terms of dough, so it's more filling. It's just, I can't describe it, but it's like Greek style. And I guess because this was Lent, so this is Friday, so we got just mushroom pie. Pretty darn good. Well, I don't know what you guys
feta on there. You like feta, guys?
I think I just threw some Parmesan on there. Parmigiano. Yep. So that was pretty good. That was good stuff. Yep.
The Greeks invented pizza, and so but their original pizza was like very thick and doughy, and then it just had had olive oil brushed on it, and that was, I think, salt or something, and that was kind of it. And then it was our ancestors, Mark, our Italian ancestors, that started putting other things on them. I don't think tomato sauce was really a thing until it came to the U.S., but don't quote me on that.
Yep. But so this is tiramisu my wife made. So that came
man,
out good.
I love some tiramisu.
Yeah, it was
cream
good.
brulee.
Yeah, it was good that first or second night. That was good. Yep.
Is she?
That's coffee on top.
Is she Italian?
No, well, actually, she is. Yes, with red hair and everything. Her dad was like Sicilian, and you don't trust them with what land wars in Asia and when death is on the line. But he was a very nice guy. God rest his soul.
When death is on the line.
Inconceivable.
You would never say that he's Italian. She won't do the DNA test. She's like, what are you worried that murderers are going to show up in our family? It's like, I don't want the government know. I'm like, they know everything anyway. It's like
They know
my
it all.
buddy, one of my buddies who was worried about, the computer tracking and like they know everything.
When I did so Mark knows, and some of you know that I did my ancestry, not the DNA, but the genealogy. And I started with my father and where he was born.
Yep.
They kept sending me, we found a birth certificate for a guy we think is your grandfather. Yes, no. You check the dates, the names, the name of the children, the places, and you're like, oh yeah, okay, that's definitely him. Mine went all the way back, and Mark knows this. My direct, father son ancestors ruled England for 300 years. I'm a Plantagenet. I'm a direct descendant of evil King John. Actually, I will never root for Robin Hood again, that bastard. But anyway, but like I tell people these things, and they're like, "Oh, I don't want the government." All that stuff is already out there. The only one that doesn't have access to it is you.
Yeah, no, it's all out there. Yeah,
it's different. Maybe it's different for the DNA. I don't know, but for the genealogy, all they do is they go out and search the web for records that are already on the web. And they say, hey, this guy was born 20 years before, you're this other ancestor of yours and the same town. And he had a child with the same name.
Well, I think they know that, it's a combination of the two. So they know your DNA and where it's not an exact science in terms of, where you live, but they have trends and patterns. And, they kept refining mine, and it kept getting better and better in terms of the location throughout the years. So, in terms of where people live, and but doesn't mean it's 100%, of course, but they can tell, obviously, race and other, from that and different characteristics, but they don't know, like, you were born in this town exactly, but they're getting closer and closer, so it's pretty amazing. Yep.
I'm at minimum a quarter Italian, and the DNA says I'm 8% Southern Europe. So I don't think that's quite right. My great grandfather was from Foggia and Castelluccio Valmaggiore, and my great grandmother was from Campobasso in Molise.
Wow.
So I don't have the greatest confidence in the DNA. I don't think they have all the bugs worked out of it yet. And every time they refine it, I'm part black, and then I'm not, and then I am, and then I'm not. It's like, will you guys make up your mind? I need to know if I can,
I don't know if I trust this guy. He's got witches and kings in his family.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. That's
right?
true.
We're close to the line, though, Matty. I'm Irish, Italian, and Spanish, Castilian, and American. Yeah.
Oh, wow, cool. I have an answer. So one of those kings of England that I mentioned married the queen of, it wasn't called Spain at the time. It was one of the kingdoms of Spain. They had, Andalusia and these, Castilla, whatever it was called. So, we might, and Mark and I are both also part Italian too, which is, why we can't stop eating.
Yeah, that's why I love the food. And my whole mother's side, Del Guadice, south of Naples. I was actually born on a Navy base in Pozzuoli, Italy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then they stamped my passport Italian, even though I was born on American territory and had it. I had to show the other birth certificate, so they say I'm actually an Italian American instead of American. Just happened to be born over there.
Wow, so you couldn't run for president?
Well, no. When Dave runs, when you run for president, you just have to go to the Senate, and they'll pass a resolution that even though you're born on a military base, that you could run for president, because that's what they had to do for John McCain. Remember the whole
Obama I actually have that
birth certificate.
Yeah, there's only one piece of paper that shows that, though. That's all I've got for that.
People brought that up for McCain then, so they made them go in there and and they had the Senate pass a resolution that he was eligible to run for president, even though he was born.
Yeah, but the difference is on his
in the zone. He was born in a in a military zone. Yeah,
he was just happened to be over there when he was popped out. That's all.
But the difference is Dave is saying that his birth certificate doesn't say that he was born on the base, and that's the difference.
Oh no, I was lucky because I had the Italian birth certificate and one piece of paper that has the stamped with the American seal on it from the Navy base. But my mom had what they call laminated it, and for years I sent it off. You could usually just send that off to the post office with your paperwork,
right?
Okay.
And they wouldn't fix it because it was laminated. And I spent years and years and years, and then back up in Virginia. I just took it to the library. I just saw some people were doing it, and
I did mine too. Don't tell anyone. Don't out me, please.
No. It took about a week, and then boom, you just pay them, and of course they did the background check.
No, I'm joking about having that laminated.
No, don't. No, well, that's why I could never get it done. I had to do it in person. That's all.
Wow.
That one piece of paper is the only thing that kept me. But they still stamped it Italian. I was like, okay, guys. And now I got to go take it back to the State Department, but it's all good.
Dave?
Eric K says he's from Zenla, which, yes, the Norin Rad is from Zenla. Yeah. He is, yeah. I mean, that's where he's from, yeah. So glad you traveled to meet us. And Professor R2 is 0.2%. How do you say that? Someone help me out there.
I read it.
Cypriot. Cypriot. What does that mean? Cyborg?
Cyprus.
Oh, from Cyprus. I thought I was thinking of the droid. I was thinking like part droid. Like cyborg or something. Yeah, I kept coming up as like 0.2% Irish or something, and it could be. Or you're like one less than but then they kept taking it out, then they kept adding it. So, but it's just fascinating. I think if you know your family genealogy too, and then it kind of confirms that. It's just
Xantha made a good point too. I mean, if your parents are both naturalized citizens and all that, and luckily I had found my mom's marriage certificate and my dad's military. I found a bunch of stuff, so it's not a problem. You know what I mean?
You're not going to get deported, are you? Anytime soon?
No, not at all.
How long did you live in Italy, Dave? How long did you live in Italy?
Oh no, I was just there the year. I was only there for a year because my grandfather still had family over there in Puzzwali, and my dad had been in Vietnam, so she flew halfway. She was visiting, and then I came around, and there you go. Just happened to just get popped out while she was over there.
You ever go back?
I've never been back. I've been to Ireland, but I haven't been back to Italy.
I haven't been to Ireland, even though I'm Irish myself. I've been to the small towns where my great grandmother and where my great grandfather, which are about 90 miles apart, and it was the best. It was the best. I highly recommend going to Italy. You will feel a swell of cultural pride in your Italianness. And you've been, right?
Nice. Yeah. Oh yeah. Italy's great to visit. Yep. And RobAltis is related to. Is that Dr. Zayas from Planet of the Apes?
Mark, you're covering your mic. Mark, you're muffled.
Oh, I guess when I was playing the video, it's not supposed to cover my mic. It was supposed to, but now can you hear me now?
No, we could hear you before, but it was like.
Oh, that's weird. Well, my computer has been acting really slow lately. It's maybe time.
I think it's StreamYards and/or YouTube. Mine has been acting a little bit weird tonight as well.
Yeah, but my computer's been getting slow. I defragged the hard drive, but I have a solid state drive. So I don't know
you've got millions of stuff on there, man.
Yeah, so I deleted a bunch of stuff, and when now it's telling me to upgrade to Windows 11, and Windows 10 is not going to be supported anymore. It's like, do I have to move to Windows 11? Come on.
Yeah, probably.
They love to change things.
Yeah, love to change things. Yep. So
Gentlemen,
there's some of the.
I am going to call it a night here.
Oh, but wait, before you leave, I know you got to get out of here, and I always do that to you, but I do want to show you something I've been working on to make for people. So I hate to do that to you, but and I forgot last week when you were on, so
No,
I did want
no,
to.
it's fine. I don't have to leave this minute, but I kind of.
Yeah, it's just like hopefully just a 5. Let me open up Illustrator. I just want to show you.
Oh, wow.
What I've been working on. Yep.
Wow, cool.
And I forgot last week.
Next thing I know, you're gonna be opening Maya.
And let's see, my motivator was built in Cyprus. There we go. Yep,
The chat is on fire, dude.
Yeah, chat's having fun.
Sorry for laughing out loud.
And if I miss anything really good, let me know. Yep, I was referencing. Lisa got the Planet of the Apes reference. Yep, very good.
Yeah.
And we had a friend from Switzerland. He wouldn't say Planet of the Apes. He would say Planet of the Apes. Or watching. He would always say, whenever I hear, I always want to say Planet of the Apes. Speaking of the language is tough. You got it. We got it pretty close. So
I was watching
the Apes. And good night, Brogo. Good night, Brogo. Thank you for hanging out with us. Have a great week.
I was watching a YouTube video by an Italian woman. She was talking about some software that I use called God, we were supposed to talk about this actually. It's called Spine, and you use it to like animate still images. And she's Italian, and she speaks fluent English, but she puts an A on the end of every word. So it's like open the file, and I was like, oh please, you're killing me here. Click here. I'm like, please learn to speak without putting a vowel on the end of every word. Io capisco l'italiano, ma in English we don't put an A on the end of everything. Sorry, that was my rant.
No, it's all good. Yep, that's a good rant. And we had cake for the Pinewood Derby Championship today too. So
that's awesome. After I have a quarter action figure, that's great.
Yeah. Yeah, Windows 10 goes EOS in October. So I don't know. I know low spec Linux I should run Linux, but you're probably right. But yeah, X4 file system just don't fragment. Yeah, but I think it's just there's something that got onto my system. I had one of those hijack bugs in my browser where it takes over the search and it was sending me to Yahoo search. So I don't know if there's something on my computer. I've been running malware bytes and something I must have clicked on or something happened. But yeah. Oh, DaVinci Resolve. Yeah, that's a really good editor. You can actually buy it, video editor. Yeah.
You use that, don't you, Mark? Or no, I
don't use DaVinci. I have I've had the Adobe package for years.
Adobe,
keep raising the prices and getting evil with stuff, and just
use DaVinci.
StreamYard raised the prices too.
Yeah, StreamYard raised the prices. Well, let me open this file I'm working on. So I'm working on making this so I can print these on my 3D printer, and also make some big copies. So like I think I can print like smaller versions on my 3D printer to give out or put on Fleabay. And wait, you got to look at this, or you'll be back before we're done. Yeah. So here, remember we had that sign that was thing parking only. Violators will be clobbered. So you're on your phone, Steve, or
yeah, I am.
How big?
But I can see that.
You can still see that. So I redid it. Let me try to find the original to show you. But I was going between the so I did the I like this thing. That thing graphic I think will 3D print a lot better. And there were two the Kirby head, but I thought this head worked better on the background. I don't know what you guys think. I kind of liked. I could do either or head, but I went with that head there versus this. I know it's really small on the screen for you probably to see.
I can see it. I think you made the right call.
Graphically, oh good, because I'm getting the artist. That's why I trust your opinion. And I also had, I think just the face is better on this versus like the whole. I could put all of Ben Grimm on there, but this will 3D print better. What do you think of just
both of them? I think.
You like either one? Like if I went with.
I like the full figure myself. I would make it as big as possible, but I like it because it's an aggressive looking. He's coming at you. So, it's like stay out of my parking spot kind of thing.
Yep. Well, you know what I could do? I was going to get these commercially printed, So I could put the thing on this one, and then 3D printing is a lot easier to 3D print this versus that. I could try to 3D print that, because what I have to do is take the image into Fusion 360, convert the image, and then turn it into line graphics so that you can 3D print it. So that's why I went with this artwork. And this thing is okay, but let's see, it's behind the layers. It's behind that other one. But let me move that one out of the way. I don't have to save it. That one wasn't going to 3D print as easily, I thought.
It works
the purple.
Better with the head, though.
You like it better with the head? Yep.
Because it gives you more, sorry about this, headroom.
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
Yeah, it fits the space a lot. But this one,
because it's round because it's round, right? Yep.
Yeah, exactly. It's sort of it's flat across the top, like the border of your page, and then it's got almost like a cutout for his head. So, if I would use the other one, although you said you can't 3D print it, so it won't really.
Well, you could, but it wouldn't print. I don't think it would be as. It's not coming out as good when you transfer it. But I guess with the you got to pick like one color. It's like you could do like a purple or a black, or I could just actually cut out the shading there and just do the thing without that 3D shading too. That could be an option too. Well, the good thing with computers, I can do both. I can do both versions and have everyone vote on what they like or what they think is what's better. Yep.
I think also the direction of the bevel on the curved one is better, because with that head, it looks like you have two different vanishing points going on.
Where the lines are converging, right, on your eye.
Yeah, and the other one looks like it's like from behind him towards the camera.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that's just my.
But no, that makes sense. Yeah, this is more of a vertical down.
Yeah. It's two things that don't work together. They're it's like two things that are fine by themselves, but they're not complementing each other. It's like ice cream on a hot dog.
I got you. Yep. Oh, and speaking of food, I got it. Eric, I'm definitely going to show your your steak there too. We'll wait till Dave gets back.
Hey, Mark,
and I'll show it before you leave too. Yep. What were you saying?
I would say before I go, let's do a mental note. We talked when Klobby was still alive about one time I was going to demonstrate to you how you can download some fairly cheap software called Spine, and then you can animate like comic books and stuff. Like you can,
Like I was going to say, or you do images like maybe Thor, the cover of with Thor versus Silver Surfer #4.
I can't picture that in my head right now at the moment.
The classic. I'll show you, but the classic cover where the surfer. Well, let me show the original version of this. And sorry about the chat. When I'm sharing the screen here, it gets tricky. But let's see. See, that's the original sign, and this was the one that Klobby. He's like, I get that, buddy. If anything happens to you, God bless his rest his soul. But we're joking about that. He loved that sign. So that's
Star Trek: The Next font.
Yeah, so that's the original. Oh, here Tom is here. Hey, Tom.
Hey, I thought
How's it
I'd
going?
stop in for a little bit. How you guys doing?
Awesome.
Oh,
doing good. Yep, great to see you.
Hey, what's up, man?
Yo.
So this
such a soothing voice.
He does, yeah.
Like I would totally listen to bedtime stories that you put on.
Yeah. But yeah, so this was the original sign that Paulie went nuts over this, and Clobbering Times, and so it's pretty cool. And I have it on my wall right there, and someone was selling it on eBay, and it's like a metal sign, and that was one of my projects to but I said I got that's not the the thing graphic there. I mean, this thing is pretty cool. The graphic of Ben is pretty cool. And there's move that back over there. But then this was my version, Tom, if you're just popping in to see this. Yep. So that's my remake of it.
Show him with the alternate thing logo. because I think this just works so much better with with the space and the curve echoing his head. It's like it's like the text was so afraid of him that it bent upward to give him enough room.
Well, I guess, or like you're saying here, this, like the way that it go, like this flow. I'm not saying this is better, but like that kind of, it's too much text altogether. But that, like, now that's lined up better too, right? Yeah. Versus, I see what you're saying in terms of spacing. Yeah, where you got this going over. Yep.
The other thing you could do if you wanted to is there's no rule that says all the text has to be the same size. So you could shrink down a little bit the words violators will be.
Yeah.
Big, and that they'll give you a little bit more screen real estate as well.
Yeah, that's true. You could go like this and make this a little bit small. Yeah, a little bit smaller, and then you could be, or you could put "will be clobbered," like you could do violators will be clobbered. Yeah, so that gives you some options. Yep. So yeah, I'm just having the trick is trying to get it into the 3D printer. So this is what I was printing tonight for the Great Eric K. So here's the Silver Surfer. So it's like a wall plate, Nor and Rad. So I was printing that to get out to Eric because I think he would like that. I think he would like that. Yep. So been doing
more
that.
Like Nor and Radical.
Nor and Radical, right? Yeah. And you can put magnets in it too. Some of you have magnets so you could put on your fridge, right? Yep. Eric says nice and yes. Okay, that's what I want to hear. Yep. And so the giveaway tonight that I'm going to do, because I've been having so much fun 3D printing. Let me show this for everyone. Let me refresh my screen here. Go to the 3D printing screen. Come on, computer. You're very slow. You're very slow tonight. Hey, Joe is here. How's it going?
Hello, computer.
Hello, computer. So where's that? Very quaint. Very quaint. But overall, you like this version, guys, better than that original sign, or
I do.
I like to add a little bit of color up there on the thing.
Yeah,
I think the original one was just kind of cut and pasted together. There's no flow to it. The thing itself is hard to read. The word. This is my training, being obnoxious, but there's no reason for the word "the" to be angled like that.
And Comic Sans no less, and then you got Thing in the Batman Forever font.
Oh,
and the Thing himself looks like he's like, where's his fucking eyeballs?
Yeah, they're very small there.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird looking. It doesn't quite work. I see what you're saying. In the gray with the red, the two clashed a little too much.
And then,
or whatever you call that off beige color or whatever it is.
It's supposed to be white, but it's with the photo, it's it's just white.
Okay.
It's literally just like white, and it's one of those. It must have been one of those sticker machines where they do the cutout. They have that.
And that's what it looks like. Is like your friend Jose down the street did it for you.
Yeah. So I want to do like a super duper version one.
That looks good. Now that looks like legitimately put out by Marvel.
Yeah,
there we go.
Send you something on that.
So that's
Excelsior. That's what I have to say to that.
I would try to give him just a little bit more chin room. Like I said,
the parking is too close.
Yeah. I think you could, like I said, bring down violators will be in scale a little bit, and that'll give room to just nudge it down a little bit so it's not it's not being a bib.
Yeah,
you could make.
I gotcha.
You could make his head a little bit smaller, and that might make it feel like there's more space there. But that's just me too.
Yeah.
No, I think those are all good suggestions. Yeah.
For me, the head is kind of what sells the thing.
True.
And
Pun intended.
In the previous one, we're off to a rocky start here. With the previous one, he's randomly cut off at the shoulders for no reason, and so you can't really see anything. But this one, the head is big, and it's legible, even though it's not letters.
Yep.
Yeah, I think you did a good job, Mark. I'd ship it, as we say in the industry. So
yeah, that's
talking.
That's better. Yep.
Yeah.
It's the first pass. Yep. Yep. But no, that's why it's great about getting suggestions from everyone. Yeah. So the curse of it though too is that you can get all these suggestions and then you can keep changing things. Like I've had working on things with customers, and then it's like that's it, no more changes, right?
Yeah.
When you get after a certain point, you're like, that's it, you're done. Yep.
Before I go, the word "the thing" at the top was it was not centered.
Okay, yeah, no, I'll fix it. Yeah, I'm still just transcribing the graphics right now into the program.
And with that, I am going to. Oh, let's not even talk about Daredevil, because although I think I could have made it a
Well,
lot.
yeah. Well, tell if I know you got to go. I keep doing this to you. You must hate me, but if you liked any of the episodes, or just like in 60 seconds or less,
All right, so
just your Daredevil synopsis with no
and-
spoilers if anyone hasn't.
Yeah, if anybody
gotten
hasn't seen it, go get a sandwich or something, because I'm about to spoil in 3, 2, 1. First of all, killing off characters is lazy writing. As everybody who's probably still listening, they killed off Foggy. They killed off Hector, who just made his debut. So we let me get some. I was really hoping for like a White Tiger series or something, but they killed him off too.
I think that was more out of necessity because the actual actor died.
But yeah, I mean, it's true. The actor died. I found that out just the other day. But I would do. Well, they should have.
And I think it's also kind of a catalyst for what's to come. I mean, clearly, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I read the original, back in the day where it was the Sons of the Tiger that had the magic amulets, and they split up and threw their amulets in the garbage, and then Hector Ayala found them and became El Tigre Blanco, and how I started learning Spanish as a kid, because the comic books they would always say it in both languages. Say "Buenos dias, Mr. Parker. Good morning."
Yep.
But also some cops break in and a blind man beats the hell out of him, and they don't put 2 and 2 together, nor do they come back and arrest him. And they had a perfect solution to this in the comics a long time ago that they could have and should have done, which was Matt should have broken when he heard them pounding the door, he should have broken all the light bulbs so it was completely dark, and then they wouldn't be able to see who he was. He could still see who they were, and problem solved, because now they're going to figure out who he is. He didn't fight like Spider-Man. They're kind of down to. Actually, they're not down to. Daredevil's the only one that could even possibly be a suspect, because he's the only one except for Spider-Man who doesn't, who has his eyes covered. Captain America and other street power heroes, you can see their eyes. So, that's I have a lot more points that I would make, but I just think it was bad writing, and I don't think they should have killed him, even though unfortunately the actor did. I think they should have recast. Maybe that's their way of being of honoring. And I don't know who the actor is. He was perfectly.
Well, the White Tiger actually dies in the comics and was replaced by his niece in 2003.
Yeah, but like 30 years later.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't a very well used character, but he was there for. Was he created by? I think George Perez and Wolfman. I'm trying to remember who his creators were, but yeah, he did actually die. It was we wanted to see more of White Tiger. We all agreed during the stream, or at least if they'd done the flashbacks, or give us a background on his exploits. So it was Hector Ayala. He was Deadly Hands of Kung Fu number 1975, and then he was in Heroes for Hire.
Yep,
they've had different incarnations. So his Angela de Toro, that's the niece, was volume 2, number 58, 2003. So they've had different iterations of the White Tiger, and it's Bill Mantlo and George Perez. I got George Perez right.
You remember you guys were saying, Bill Mantlo, that's right. Yeah. You remember you guys were saying that somebody was saying in the chat, I forget who it was, because I'm getting tired now. There's only one that Norrin Radd is Silver Surfer.
Yep.
To me, Steve Rogers is Captain America, and Hector Ayala is the White Tiger, and that's just it. So, but I'm like Mike. I'm not that much like Mike, but Mike likes the comics as they were when he was a kid. He likes Superman being able to push the Earth out of the way and drink the ocean and blow out a star like it was a birthday candle. I like the Sons of the. Does anybody know the Sons of the Tiger? What I'm talking about?
Sons of the Tiger.
I don't know that.
So the Sons of the were before. There were these three martial artists who had these. Each one had a piece of this amulet. One of them had a tiger's head, and the other two had paws. And it was they practiced martial arts. And I don't remember if their powers got absorbed into the amulet or if they came from, because this was a long time. This is like 72, 73. They split up and they threw out their, they had this big falling out, and they threw out their amulets. They threw them into the garbage. And Hector Ayala found them.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
So yeah, I remember at the time being ticked off because I liked the Sons of the Tiger too.
I remember that. Yeah, yep.
Yeah. So and I liked the character of White Tiger. I thought it had a lot of potential. But Tom said, the actor died, which is true. But beyond that, I mean, look at the history of movies. In Batman '89, they have the Joker, they kill him. Spider-Man, they have the Green Goblin, they kill him. Spider-Man 2, they have Doc Ock, they kill him. Venom, they it's in both universes, cinematic universes. As soon as they get a villain, they kill him. So
yeah, I don't like the killing off of characters too. I agree with that. So, but Professor R2 says Foggy's not dead. Now that could be a comic book double switch, or it could be a LMD, life model decoy. That could happen.
Or maybe we're going to use the tiger bones from Shang-Chi to bring him back. I don't know, but
or it could have been planned all along. I don't know. I'm hoping, because killing off Foggy is a lot worse than killing off White Tiger. And God rest the actor and F cancer, because the actor died. He was actually sick while they were filming that and had to get through it. And it's just
that's horrible.
So so that's it's just
I don't
sad. Yeah.
I don't know if Foggy. There's a lot of fan theories out there. I think he's dead. They got rid of Karen. They got rid of Foggy. I think they're trying to cut down the cast to just 2 characters, a lot less money. It's Disney, and I hope I'm wrong. I hope they bring him back, but I don't think they will.
Yeah, because there's too many stories to tell. Just like now they're saying they're going to recast T'Challa. Black Panther was a rumor that I'd heard.
They should.
They should. There's too many stories to tell.
Chadwick Boseman was great. I mean, he was a lot better than I thought he was going to be. He was really, really good.
Yeah.
And I objected to him, kind of being so skinny, but I didn't know at the time. I feel like a total jerk now. The guy was fighting cancer, so
yeah.
So anyway, in any event, now that Tom is here and he's got that dulcet baritone voice, you don't need me anymore. So I am.
Well, the real reason is you're going to go get a piece of steak like this.
Actually,
I had Eric K.
had steak for dinner. So, but I'm going to call tonight, and thank you for having me. And
thank you for being here, Steve. And we'll catch you during the week, hopefully. And
all right, Maddie,
have a great one. Say hi
good
to
hanging
Maddie,
out with you again today.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a twofer. So have a good night, everybody. And
don't drink too much green beer tomorrow.
That's right. Happy St. Patrick's Day. All right. Good night, everybody.
Take care. Yep. And I'm reading all Low Spec and JT going back and forth on the Computer Geek Talk, which I love having in the chat, which is amazing. Yep. So good stuff. Yep. Yeah. No one character ever says stays dead or says he's dead. and R2 say they say what happened was terrible and they don't like to talk about it, etc. Yeah, so I think Foggy is part of season 2 confirmed. Yeah, but is it flashbacks? I hope you're 100% right. I mean, so yeah, how are they going to do it? And Eric K is saying that the meat, it looks a little bit less cooked on the. I do like my meat exceedingly rare, which is crazy. But
well, if it's pork, you got to cook it all the way through. But I think the Foggy thing is correct because, as far as I know, he wasn't even there for the original shoot. And from what I've been hearing, is out of these first 3 episodes, like most of the new stuff we're seeing was in the front end loaded in the first episode, and I think they shot all that stuff after the fact. And I think he's going to be back by like episode 4, 5, 6, somewhere in there. Yeah.
It's going to be like it was set up. He was in a safe house all along, or they faked his death.
I think initially he wasn't a part of the show, and now he is. Yeah. Okay. I think they were going to replace him and what's-her-face with DEI hires.
Oh, okay. Kill him off. Yeah, because they said by episode 6, they're like, this is Garbaggio, right? I think then that's when they decided to scrap most of it, and they just used part of it. Yeah. So, which is amazing when you think of it with a TV series to get to episode 6.
Yeah, that's my understanding, because that's the whole thing with this actor that played White Tiger is he died back in like 2023 or something like that.
Yeah.
So all his stuff was shot prior to his death. So all the stuff in episode 1, 2, and 3 that's like a large portion of 2 and 3, I guess, are the older stuff. And I guess once we get to episode 4 is where we're going to start to see a lot more of the newer stuff that they shot and reshot.
Yeah, yeah. That makes sense, yeah. And I think maybe they would have done more White Tiger if they'd gone back to the series. Unfortunately, the actor was probably even too sick when they went back to it. I'm guessing. And, maybe they would have added even more White Tiger stuff once they realized what they had. So, but, people are saying, like, J-Man, he liked Highlander too. And I love you, J-Man, if you're listening. But, he really hated this 3rd episode, and Paulie and I were on Nick's show on Wednesday night. His review, he does his weekly review, and we all liked it. We had things that we, basically what you guys have heard, that more White Tiger. Actually, J-Man was right. The closing argument was very poorly edited.
I think that the White Tiger storyline is going to get replaced with Punisher now, because what's-his-face wasn't a part of the show initially. He refused to come back because he didn't like what they did with his character. Yeah. And so whatever they did, they revamped that now. And I'm thinking they are now going to replace whatever the White Tiger subplot was with Punisher or whatever. And that's why it just feels like that's where this has all been reworked in a way, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so that could be the switch. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, because I remember hearing he wouldn't come back. And that series must have been echo bad, I'm guessing, until they... imagine the they spent millions of dollars on that and totally revamped it. So, I mean, we don't like what Disney's done, but I still want to get some good entertainment, hopefully, from these guys. So I'm hoping it's, and so far I've liked it. And I do like the court case. I do like that Daredevil being in court. That's so much a huge part of the comic book, but, and a TV series like this, you can get a lot more of it. And the director's cut, they had like a 3-minute courtroom scene in the Ben Affleck version. Hey, Courtney's here. How's it going, Courtney?
Hi, how are you?
Doing good. Let me
Courtney.
so everyone can see everyone's name here.
Hi, Dave.
Is that a scary hallway from a horror movie?
That is from the Stanley Hotel, which is in Estes Park, Colorado. It's the hotel that The Shining is based off of.
Yeah, because I'm getting scared right now.
Yeah, I did have I did make it so that I had 2 of me at one point, like looking like the twins in the hallway. But I decided just to keep it like that because it was a little too much. But that hotel is straight up terrifying. Like, it is haunted. I don't care what anybody says. It is extremely haunted, and yeah, it was really creepy. They keep it, like, they kept it to its natural, they haven't upgraded it or anything.
Yeah, just
so it's really cool.
I didn't want to scare the ghosts out, I guess, right? Yeah.
And it looks exactly like the hotel in the movie, though they filmed the movie somewhere else. But
yeah.
But that's the hotel that like Stephen King stayed in and was like freaked out, and it was based on that. So, and hi to the chat.
Yeah, great to have you, Courtney. Yep. Everyone's like,
Thank you.
Courtney.
I am driving home from the mountains, so
Okay.
if I do
we
drop out
lose
or
you.
something like that, yeah. But I'm
If
here.
we lose you, it's not red rum. It's just bad signal, as Lisa says.
Yeah.
Watch
That's
out
so
for
funny.
bears in the mountain.
People
yeah.
got used to that logo, and people haven't said. No one said anything to me about it in a long time about that. But it is freaky. It always
Yeah.
reminds me of being there.
What's that
So-
carpet and the light and I'm like, that looks like
Oh,
red
you
rum.
should
red
see
rum.
like the elevator and like the staircase. The staircase I wouldn't even go down because it was like really, it was really just I don't know. There's a lot of energy.
I've heard
there.
the elevator's a bloody mess.
Right? Nice. Yeah.
That's funny. But yeah, no, the elevator's like old school, you know, like you pull the thing over and whatnot, and it's like, I don't know. It's
I'm not
you
gonna
wouldn't want to
hurt
get
you,
stuck
honey.
in there.
I'm just gonna bash in your fucking brains.
That was a good impression.
It was good. Yep. Yep.
Hey,
Lenrod.
That's one of my scariest
Lenrod.
movies. So I that's at the top of my list, and that was something that I swear my ex-husband and well, it was my ex-mother-in-law, her idea to go there because she knew I was a chicken, and they paid for the rooms for like her and her husband stayed in a different room, but they put us in room. I think it was 416, and it's one of the known haunted rooms.
Oh, great.
Like the other one is on the second floor, but the one we were in was on the nanny floor. Like all the kids used
Well,
to
room
run around.
237 isn't that the big room? That's the...
Yeah, that's the other one on the second floor. But 416 had some history to it also, and it was really weird because I swear you could hear kids in the hallway, and like I'm looking for like speakers, you know what I mean? I was like, they have to be like messing with you. But when we walked in our room, the room it's a tiny room because it's old fashioned, you know, like, and then there's a little tiny bathroom, and then the closet. Oh my God, you scared me. And then the closet was as big as like the room almost. And there was just nothing in it. And I was like, that's where they kept the kids. I was like freaking out.
Well, and then
I was
welcome
like, why
to
is it so big?
and welcome to Well Hung in.
Oh, Well Hung and Dung is here.
Hung and Dung.
He's
Tongue
got a
twister.
funny name.
My tongue's
Right
not
after
working.
she
so-
says, why is it so big?
Well, yeah, right? No, he's actually
But I'm
my internet husband.
Awesome.
I call him Wid. I just say Wid.
Would all right. Well, I'll just say well hung because I don't mind saying well hung. But yeah, only movie that's I can't watch The Exorcist. Now, this movie did scare the crap out of me, especially like these are the movies you see when you're
Oh,
like,
I love The Shining and Exorcist.
Yeah, when you're 12 years old and like you go to like
Those are my two scariest. Yeah.
Like you're at a friend's house and his older brother said, "Let's watch The Shining" to try to scare the crap out of the younger kids, or The Exorcist, and like when the hairs start standing up in the back of your neck and you just get super super scared. The Exorcist does that to me because I believe it could happen. So that and this is freaky too. Yep. And hail to Jonathan Conroy.
Christ compels
Hello.
you.
No,
Right?
The Exorcist. I have a similar like story where you said you'd go to like an older friend's house or whatever. I watched it at a friend's house, and they were like Romanian or something, but they had an actual like what would you call that? Like in their hallway with like a shrine. I don't even know what you would call it, but they had the whole like religious thing in their hallway. And to me, that was
shrine.
just
No, a
really
shrine. Yeah,
different,
shrine,
you
yeah.
know, because I was Quaker. So, and then we go. It's my friend and I, and like the house was a huge mansion. Like it was just, I wasn't used to it at all. And I'm watching this movie with her, and she falls asleep during The Exorcist. So it's just like me, and I'm peeking out the door, and I can see the like religious thing, and like
God,
the shrine, and I'm like, I was so scared. I pulled my what I do during scary movies, and I still do it to this day. Don't make fun of me, but I will put my head under the covers and sing Yankee Doodle. That was like my song for some reason that just would come to my head, like, or put my fingers in my ears, shut my eyes, and sing that song to not think about what was happening. Yeah, I don't know why I chose that song, but
Oh, and Low Spec is saying hi to you on
Low Spec.
YouTube. So he's back and he's on the Rumble. Thank you, everyone who's on the Rumble side. The Rumble chat is rocking too. So I got that, which is great to have that going back and forth. And that does show up on the StreamYard side, which is good. Yep. Just I guess the super chats don't show up. So if anyone wants to keep testing to see if the super chat actually does show up, from just kidding.
Yeah, we need
just
testers.
Yeah, test that to see if the connection works. We didn't rumble you. No,
And
please
then
don't do that.
tomorrow I might need testers on my show. So
yeah, just
come
test.
on over
Everyone
there.
keep sending. Test to see.
We
Yeah,
appreciate
new feature.
the help.
Yeah. Right. So yeah, so we're gonna do end of the show. You got to stick around. Gonna do a Daredevil 3D
Oh my
print
god,
giveaway.
it came up under the wrong name. I apologize. Sorry. It came under unblocked, something. That was a joke, and when I post from StreamYard, I don't know how to take it off of that now.
Oh, you got to
anyways.
change your you can change your name in the settings there, yep. Or you log in with a different
I know I
account,
logged
yeah.
in with the wrong thing. I was blocked on a channel, and they didn't mean to block me, so I had to change my name to. And I was just being funny. Yeah, that's me. I'm blocked. It was kind of like I'm rich, Hi, Haldir. Haldir's here also. Good to see
And
you.
hello, and Red Shirt's here too. So Exorcist caused people to collapse with fear in the theater when it came out. And actually,
Oh, wow.
I can't watch that.
A good friend of mine, his dad, he just passed away last year, was the second unit director on The Exorcist.
No way.
Amazing. Yep. He was.
Was he
and
scared?
Also,
I wonder doing it.
I hope not. I would get scared, but yeah, he was second unit director, Terrence Donnelly, and also he was on Revenge of the Nerds. He was second unit director on that. And I asked my friend, I'm like,
one of my favorites.
I'm like, just have any of those pies left? What? He's like, the pies would be bad. I'm like, no, not the pies, the insert. And of course, my God, what a cancellation movie that is these days.
Yeah, right.
Taking hands of the ladies
back in the day.
I loved their little performance. When they did the musical performance.
Yeah.
I forget the guy's name. Lamar or something.
Lamar.
Oh,
Yep.
gosh, they're so
One of the
funny.
first openly gay movie characters, right, Tom? Or
yeah, I mean, and not treat. I mean, he does have some femmy kind of elements to him. I mean, the actor himself wasn't gay, but yeah.
But he's actually
in the movie,
open character. Yeah. He's openly gay. So yeah. Kudos to the movie. But taking those pictures of were they the Tri-Deltas, or who were the Tri-Delta? Was it the Tri-Deltas? Were the girls, or what sorority was the girls?
Mega Moos were the girls.
Those are the big girls.
Oh, you mean the other ones? The Tri-Lambs? Is that what they were?
Was it Tri-Lambs?
Oh, they were the pretty ones. Right?
Who were the pretty ones?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, Peter Venkman.
Hello.
Everyone's rolling in, but that we did that movie on Toxic Tuesday. Yeah, that was a lot of work. There was a lot of nudity. Yep. All right, so the Tri-Lambdas were the hot ones, right?
That one in Fast Times for Toxic Tuesday, because Nick said if I found a movie that I missed both of them, I was like, they're my favorite movies.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And the Mega Moves were the Mega Moves were the big.
They were all really a lot taller and a lot larger in other ways too.
But I remember seeing that movie, and
you Omega Moves really know how to party.
Yeah. And God, and I remember seeing that with my buddy.
I want Bush pan down.
Yeah, we've got.
Yeah,
so funny. They're sitting there waiting forever.
Oh, that was just nuts. Yeah.
This requires instant retaliation. I say we blow the fucker's house up.
I love how Tom knows everything, and he can do all.
I thought I was looking at my mother's old douchebag, but that's in Ohio. Have a frush. What the fuck is a frush? Oh, see here, you got too many cards. So give me those. Here, I'm going to give you 3 fresh, brand new cards. Oh, thank you.
Let's see what clips I can play from that won't get me killed. Yeah.
What is hair pie? Oh, hair pie. Yeah.
And then we were sitting next to, and I went to see that movie with my buddy Mike and his sister, and I think his sister was next to, and you don't know how raunchy a movie like Revenge of the Nerds, right? You had kind of knew it was a teenage comedy, obviously from the trailers, but you didn't know how exactly how raunchy it would get, and it wasn't overly raunchy, but it was definitely not something that was it's getting made today, right? But like she's like, no, everyone loved the movie. Yeah, I just remember seeing it. Like, when you see a movie and you're surprised by how good it is, then it's really awesome.
I'm a nerd, and I'm proud to be one.
Right?
It's such a sweet little movie at the end. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a good story. And then the guy gets the gal, and the nerd gets walks away with the jock's girl, right? So,
Yep.
now where am I?
I'm in
Revenge
love
of the
with a
Nerds?
nerd.
Yep.
I'm sorry,
Courtney.
I know that movie almost by heart. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's one of the great.
Why do they call you
ones.
Booger? I don't know.
I don't know.
Digging deep. Yeah, two knuckles deep.
Yeah.
Oh, boom. Super chat.
Super chat. Thank you. I'm trying to find a Revenge of the Nerds clip to play, but maybe that was so old that I hadn't organized it.
You've got the Nerds one.
I got the nerd. I got Nerds, but
didn't you have other ones?
Yeah, I gotta have a ton of clips from that one. Unless sometimes like you drag a folder to the wrong spot or something.
Yeah.
Or did I put it on the Nerds? Or did I put it under Revenge of the Nerds?
One of the funniest scenes that most people forget or don't really notice at first until you point it out is when Poindexter gets a Woody and he freaks the fuck out. Because he's sitting there watching it.
I don't remember that.
He's like, all of a sudden he's sitting there and he goes, ah! And then he picks up the pillow and he looks down.
Yeah, covers of the pillar. Yeah, the pillow.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
So I think that was the first time he ever got an erection, so he's freaking out. Yeah.
What happened here? Yeah. Well, I do have the Nerds, so cover your ears because this one is pretty. This one's pretty loud. Yep, yep.
Get those nerds! 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 What?
Love that one, too.
Yeah.
That and
That's
Betty
my
Ray.
And thank you to Well Hung. He says Courtney brought me here.
Yes,
wow,
I
this is
did.
awesome. Getting a lot of tips tonight, which is great. So let's play how about, since we're having fun with old movies, how about we play some of my favorite clips here? So how about
How would you like to have a sexual encounter so intense it could conceivably change your political views?
I was overwhelmed. You're a true artist.
Just let me sleep a while. Regain my strength. 5 minutes. A grace period, if you will.
Please.
I always need a grace
I love
period.
it.
Yeah, just love it. Yep. And here's another good one. Yep. When you go crazy, right?
Serenity now!
And here we go. Seinfeld.
By the way, they're real and they're spectacular.
I gotta find my Nerds clips. I know where my Nerds clips are hiding, but they're somewhere on the hard drive, lurking. But yeah, that was just such a fun memory. Fun.
And
fun moment.
Nerds 2 did not do it justice. I don't think that was my opinion.
No, it's
but
not
the
as good
second
as the first one, but it has some
definitely
moments.
not. It does have. You're right.
Yeah. So Lowspec got his first romance last night too. Woohoo! Awesome. Yep. And Bloodsport is Animal sequel to Revenge of the Nerd. Yep. Oh, Phantom. Yep. Who invented liquid soap and why? That's the Sure Thing. Sure Thing is one of the greatest all-time movies.
That's the Nick one, right? Nick. From
Yeah,
all the
that was
Nick
just. Yeah, that's the Nick. Nick is your buddy. Nick's your pal. Yep. And then the kid is his roommate would write all these letters to Penthouse, and Cusack, he grabs like his homework, like his letter to Penthouse, and turns it in, and the teacher's reading it, and it's just the way to scoops of flesh, describing boobs. Yep. So yeah, it was just it was hysterical. It's great. It's a great movie. Yep. I don't know if we can do it on Toxic Tuesday. I might just have to do it on. I don't think it's really a toxic movie, but I don't know. I might have an in with Nick Weiser to.
I think you have
pull
an in
some
with him.
to pull some strings to get a couple of Mark flicks in there. But
Just
yeah,
a
my kids watched it and they just they're friends and they just really you really loved it. Yeah.
That's cool when kids can appreciate those movies, because a lot of younger, like, they don't like to be like, it's all pixely, or you know what I mean, the way that
Yeah.
movies look. You probably have them on like HD though, remade or something, knowing you.
Yeah, or I've been rebuying everything on HD, and so much stuff
Mhm.
is streaming now. But like the sure thing's obscure movies. So when I saw Daphne and Zwinga, and I forgot to ask her if she still could chug beers, or if she really did chug that beer in the can. I'm sure she's sick of getting that question. But everyone probably talks to her about Spaceballs. She's the princess in that, and
I love that movie.
yeah. So I was asking her all about the sure thing. God, it was just fun to meet her. Got a signed photo with the princess with her as not the princess as in that, and there's the girl in the bikinis across the top of it too. But, yeah.
That's funny. I used to love anything John Cusack was in. He was like when he was younger. Well, even when he was older. High Fidelity. That was a great movie too.
But God, he and Rob Reiner just went
Two
totally
pads.
bonkers.
Cusack turned into a sad sack. Yeah,
they did.
Yeah.
I
He's
know.
lost his mind.
That's why I said I liked him. When
I
he
got
was
so
younger.
many people blocked by him. Did you?
From the blockchain?
Yeah.
What you said? You said something.
I pissed him off. Well, we were going back and forth for a while.
Yeah.
And I think Yellow Flash and some other guys got involved too, or they got blocked because of it, one way or the other. But like the thing that pissed him off, this is what's hilarious, is I called him Lloyd Dobler.
Oh, that's funny.
I said something like, "Whatever you say, Lloyd Dobler." Forgive me if I don't want to believe what Lloyd Dobler said. Something along those lines. I referred to him as Lloyd Dobler, and he got pissed and blocked me, and then blocked a bunch of other people because of it.
They do the chain. They do the chain block, right?
Yeah, it was like a fucking. He must have, because it was like just all of a sudden, boom, and had a bunch of people going, "I got blocked by John Cusack. I got blocked by John Cusack." I'm like, I might know why.
You might know why. Yeah. It's my blame Tom.
So funny.
It's my fault. It's my fault. Yep. So I did want to talk a little bit about tonight about the. Did you guys see the new movie that was out on Netflix? It only cost like $320 million by the Russo brothers
No,
to
I
make.
didn't watch that thing.
What
You
is
didn't
it
watch
called?
it? Yeah, so it's
I don't
called
actually have Netflix.
Oh, you don't have Netflix anymore?
Nah, I don't have
Oh,
Netflix
I just
either.
got Netflix. That's why
I only get it for Cobra Kai, yeah, and then I dump it.
Yeah, so State of Electric, the Electric State. I was gonna say the Electric Company. Let me pull this over to show. Oh, and
Hi, Oliver.
so we're gonna we'll do that spin-away giveaway at the end of the show. So I'm gonna make you all stay tonight, and I got two sets of these to give out that I did on my 3D printer. So a couple of wall magnets and that cool Daredevil sign. So, but you do obviously have to give me your address or a PO box. So if you don't want to, give out that information to me, please don't enter, obviously. Or if you live, in Siberia or a foreign country, it's got to be U.S. only, because it cost me a fortune to ship to Canada and Mexico and anywhere else.
Dude.
It's
I can imagine.
It's brutal.
Before
It's brutal.
the stuff going on now.
Yeah.
Like try to send something to RM one time, and it didn't even weigh that much. It was a lot.
No, it's a fortune. Yeah. So like I can ship something like this for, $10 or something, which is fine. But if you go to ship anything to Canada, like what? It's like $50 minimum, I think, to get anything there, unfortunately. Yep. Oh, and Captain Infinity Timey Wimey Limey says, I treasure my Lambda hoodie. Yeah.
We were rejected by all of them except for Lambda. Well, who did we send pictures to? Everybody but Lambda.
Right? For sure. Yeah. Now, let me take this down. Whereas, when you have like a million tabs open. Okay, that's safe to show. That's the Star Trek. There we go. Let's get to the State of Electric here. The Electric Company.
I'm probably gonna bug out here pretty soon, but
okay.
Yeah, no, I didn't watch this thing, so I can't really comment on it too much anyhow.
Well, we're not going to spend a
I'll
lot
watch
of
it,
time
see
on
what
it.
you say about it, so I'll stay.
Well, we're just going to do a few minutes. It's not really not worth spending more than like 5 minutes talking about. Did anyone in the chat see this? Let me know. But yes, this is the Russo brothers' latest movie. And I think it cost $320 million.
What?
I heard the movie wasn't
Wow.
that
This is the
bad.
one? Did you say 320 million?
See, now I heard the movie wasn't even that bad. I heard that a lot of people are just getting TDS over it because fucking Chris Pratt's in it, and Millie Bobby Brown is pissing a lot of people off right now too, I guess. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
When are these actors not acting out? Right?
Well, no, I think they're doing the opposite. The other people are, because Chris Pratt's very religious, and they're
And so
attacking him.
they're coming after him, like Tom said. I mean,
Yeah,
and then they're coming after him for it.
Yeah.
So it's just reversed. It's just the opposite. It's, you know what I'm saying, right?
I've seen everybody basically. Yeah, that's the thing, is everybody I know who's seen it says the same thing. They're like, it's not as bad as the critics are saying it is.
Eric K said he saw it. So
compared to like a lot of people where like, a lot of times we're like, this thing is a piece of shit, and the critics are like, it's an 80% on Rotten Tomatoes.
With only verified.
So what did you
account
think, Eric?
holders.
Is that kind of it? It's like not nearly as bad as what a lot of the critiques are kind of putting out there. Is that your feeling on it, or do you feel like it was shit, or did you love it? What'd you think, Eric?
Don't put meh.
While we're waiting for Eric, I'll say, yeah. No, I think it was.
Unless that's how you feel.
The movie looks good. It's got a retro feel, low spec, and anyone who likes old computers will like it because they've got like the original IBM PC in it, and yet they've got AI that runs robots. So the movie starts off, and just minor
spoiler
spoilers, yeah, but not really big
spoiler
spoiler,
alert.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just you'll get that from.
You watch the
from
trailers.
the trailer,
Yeah.
but I'll just put the spoilers up anyway. But basically, it's an alternative future where they start with like Walt Disney made the animatronic figures for Disney World, which is true. The first one I think was the Lincoln, quote unquote robot that stands up that amazed everyone at the World's Fair, and then that's when they did the Hall of Presidents, which is one of the coolest things at Disney World. And great tip, to go jump in some air conditioning for like a half hour if you're really hot too. And then you go and you get your turkey leg in Frontierland. Of course, they're wrecking it. They're taking down the whole Tom Sawyer Island and the River of Americas, which is a disaster. Another thing to screw Disney with that. But yeah, the effects are great. The robots look great. So like basically, robots take over. Are a huge thing in the 50s or 60s without the tech to run robots. We know how difficult it is to make, robots, but they don't what they should have had is just like, a computer breakthrough or quantum compute or something that changed so you could have all these robots. And eventually, of course, the robots rebel and they go to war with their makers, but the robots look very cool. They're all like 50s robots, and they have all like Mr. Peanut as the leader, and of course that's a joke riffing on Abraham Lincoln, with Mr. Peanut. So the effects are good, but it's just very bland. I'm gonna agree with that. Like these scenes are fun, and like there's a main robot who is befriended Chris Pratt's character. So humans and robots were at war. Then all the robots were sent to this exclusionary zone where the robots have to live. And if you have a robot, you're in violation of all these laws. You get locked up.
Boy.
So, but I didn't read into that the way it was. It was just like they have another zone. Like, yes, you could read it one way, but I just read it as that was the truce that they came up with, which kind of makes some sense. Like all the robots have to be in this area. But like there's the one robot buddy, I can't even remember. There's three. He's got like three bodies. So he's got like a super huge body, then a medium body, and then a small body. But the brains of the robot is in the small one. So, and it's a typical. Her brother's he's minor, so it doesn't really ruin the movie. But it turns out because it's right away within the first 5 minutes, she's in Millie Bobby Brown's in a foster home. Her parents have been killed in a car accident. And her brother's consciousness is in this robot, but he can only talk in silly bumblebee-like phrases. He only can use phrases that the robot would use from the show, kind of like Bumblebee or ridiculous Bumblebee talk. So Millie Bobby Brown is fine, and Chris Pratt is fine. I've got like 10 more minutes to go, but yeah, the Herm, yeah, the Herm robot, yeah, it's cute. The robot designs are great. And as Eric K is saying, story's a little weak, but it'll pull on the old heartstrings. So, yeah, the brother is trapped, and they've got to go, typical, rescue the brother, get across country, break into the villain's lair, and take down the villain. And I got about 10 minutes left to go, so I don't know how it ends, but yeah, just to watch on Netflix, it's okay to watch on Netflix. But if I'm hearing that they spent $320 million on this, wow. I mean, it's it's not terrible. Like, you're not watching saying, oh, grown, this is bad, but there's not a lot of new ground in this, I think, or there's nothing that makes me say, oh, wow, or there's no real quotable stuff right now. When we watch a movie, we always, Tom, how many nerds quotes were you just giving us, right?
Oh God.
Yeah. So how much how much of a quotable movie is this, or am I going to go back to rewatch? I mean, the robot designs are very cute. Like, there's a post lady, male, what do you call it? It's not a mailman, a mail lady, I guess. What's the correct verbiage? You got this baseball robot who's like knocking people out with the baseballs, and his voice, and I guess the Peanut is Woody Harrelson, I think, his voice, which is camouflage, but it's obviously supposed to be like an Abraham Lincoln, Mr. Peanut. So the retro designs are cool. Yeah. And low specs, yeah, it'd be more impressive if they had Commodore 64s and VIC 20s running this thing's LOL. There's a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense with the tech. But let's see what Lisa says here. Yes. Story was stretched to the point of hurry up and get to the end already, but the cast and set design effects are great. Oh, and they really need to end quick jokes. Getting old.
Oh, did they have a lot of those quippy type joke things?
Yeah, but
Tom,
nothing
what I mean, with the Marvel and Batista's character and the Guardians of the Galaxy type stuff, right? Quippy. Well, he was great in the first one, but I know what she's talking about, right? Those just incessant jokes that are just, they throw them in everywhere.
Yeah. Well, sometimes when it's not quippy and funny, that's the problem. Or if it's at the wrong point. But
yeah, I guess I'm not sure. I was just asking. There's a lot of that in there. I guess she's at least saying there's a lot of that.
Some of it, but nothing that really lands. Like, you're like, I laughed out loud funny. Like, yes, it's true. This man does not have a dick. That kind of laugh, right?
Right. But you had to be there.
And Chris Pratt's a stereotype of the vet who then he's fighting the robots, but then he befriends the robots, and then you got the character that finally reveals he's working for the wrong side. Esposito, Giancarlo Esposito, who's in everything. I guess he's in Pedro. I don't know who's in more
Wasn't
stuff.
that Copperhead?
Copperhead, yep. Yeah, he's in this as a mercenary. And what they do too to defeat the robots, very early on, they have these robot suits that are VR suits that humans can wear to fight the robots. So they're not actually dying; they're fighting with let's see if I see a picture of it with some of these VR suits. They're kind of like Starship Troopers, where they control. They control the robot through a VR helmet.
Would you like to know more?
Yeah. So yeah, the set design is great. Maybe I don't know if any of this stuff was practical. If I'm guessing it's all CGI. I don't know how the movie ends. I got some theories. We'll see how it plays out. But it's iRobot type story with Lisa Postal work. Okay, thank you. That would be bad. I don't want to get anyone. Person of mail. Yeah. Yeah. So yep. Oh, Tales from the Loop. Yeah, Tales from the Loop looks amazing. The TV show, I didn't really like the TV show that much. But yeah, I've seen pictures from that book. Yeah, it inspired that Tales from the Loop show. Yep. And Electric Sage came from Stalinhog's paintings. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I can see that. Yep. Mr. Peanut's design is very cool. Yep. Yeah, in the 90s. Yeah, this is that looks like, what computer is that? Is that an IBM clone? I was trying to tell what that computer was, but God, it's a lot more CPU processing power in this alternative universe. But yeah, and the Kid Cosmo, that's what that robot's. The robot that the kid is in was there was a show called Kid Cosmo, and the brother and the sister loved that show growing up and watched it. So that was their tie together. And of course, they've got to go rescue the brother, and he's the most important person in the world, and he's the linchpin to all this. And Millie Bobby Brown is good, and she's been getting a lot of flack for her. I guess her look. She's all grown up now, right? So as she said, right, I'm not little 11 kid anymore. So yeah, it's
she's gonna have to play. She's gonna have to play some kind of really serious role, and I wouldn't know if she's done. Tom, maybe has she done anything like a horror, like a serious role ever?
Millie Bobby Brown, or
outside of the show, TV show.
I don't know what she's really
to break that character thing.
Well, she was in the Godzilla movie.
Yeah, that's about it.
Role.
Yeah,
I mean, some kind of like.
I mean, Enola Holmes, but I never watched those.
Yeah,
other
Stranger
than Godzilla,
Things,
I don't think she really. Yeah, I don't really. She thinks she's cashed in on that at all. No.
I mean, Netflix. She must have made a ton of money from Netflix, and she's getting married to, or she's married to the kid, son of John Bon Jovi, right? I don't know if they're married
they
yet.
Just got married, or gonna
just
be
got married,
something like that.
And actually, John Bon Jovi, she changed her name. Yeah, he was in my son's dorm, but that was during the vid. He was, and all the girls were going nuts over him, like trying to track him down. But that was when you couldn't like meet outside. They got in trouble for having like more than 6 kids meeting outside, and yeah, it was Jake Bon Jovi, but he was actually going to. I think he left, but I think he was going to. He was in my son's dorm at the time in Syracuse.
Wow!
And of course, all the moms
That's
were like,
really
"Where's
cool.
John Bon Jovi?"
Yeah, right.
He said he saw him a couple times, but that was a miserable year when you couldn't like. He was almost going to drop out of school because you'd like stay in your dorm room basically 24/7, and
that's
only see like
that
4
would be horrible.
That sucks, man.
Yeah, that's
That would be horrible. I remember we had when they were filming National Treasure, Nicolas Cage was right out. I worked at a bank upstairs in the offices, and he was doing a stunt right outside the window where my desk was. They made me move because I was like too excited, but it was him and his stunt man for like the whole day, just like practicing this thing. It's pretty cool. And I still never saw National Treasure. That's just funny. I never went to saw them.
Oh wow! Really? You haven't seen any of those?
No, and it's filmed all where like I worked. I actually worked at one of the banks that was on one corner and one of the banks that was on the other corner, like all around Independence Hall area.
We're gonna steal
I
Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, I'm like with Lisa. Whenever you guys bring up Millie Brown, my head goes to the wrong person. I
Bobby
always
Brown,
forget.
Whitney Houston.
Yeah, and that she was in Stranger
Well, it's
Things.
her
of all
prerogative.
Yeah. So she's been in. I don't know what this is. Spears of Space. Oh, narrator.
Somebody put
Godzilla,
Enola
King of
Holmes
the
in the chat.
Monsters.
Yeah, Enola
Really-
Holmes is her other big thing besides that.
Yeah, that's been pretty popular. Yeah,
Yeah.
My daughter liked that. I know some of us weren't too happy with making Sherlock Holmes the side gig, but making him
Yeah,
look
well,
dumb a few
when
times.
that all came out and you guys talked about
Yeah.
that, I think, right? Tom's like, nope.
Yeah, it was okay. That she's good and everything too. And it's tough being such a child actor than growing up, and then they're attacking her for how she looks. It's like, just don't ever pick on someone, how they look. I make fun of dimensionally challenged people because I'm more, like lighthearted stuff is okay, but yeah,
Well,
just,
yeah, if it's only
just lay off
character
picking
driven
on
of the
looks.
character, like Madam Web,
Yeah.
right? That's if
Yeah.
But if you're just attacking them, unless you're really gonna say they don't fit as the character, fine. But if
Yeah.
you're making fun of somebody, it's it's almost personal,
Yeah,
right?
that's just not right. Yeah. So Damsel, what's that? Oh, that was the new.
That's a newer one.
Is
Yeah,
it
that's right.
newer one. Isn't that just out now? Or that
Yeah,
was out.
so
No,
really,
that
she
was
doesn't do much outside of Netflix. It looks like.
Yeah, she must have an exclusive. I wonder if it's an exclusive deal. Yep. And okay, television, of course, just minor stuff. You know, Grey's and that until of course Stranger Things, just phenomenal series, Stranger Things. But it's 2016, it's going to be 10 years.
Almost 10
So
years
yes,
already.
if you're a
So she's
10-year-old
in
kid,
her
you're 20.
mid-20s?
Yeah, let's see what. How old is she now? She's 21. Yeah, so she was 11 playing 11, right? So, yeah. But yeah, she's
Yeah,
she's an
wow.
excellent actress. So yeah, so yeah, it's Sims 4. Okay, so I mean, I think she's probably gonna have a pretty good career, a long career.
Yeah,
but
she's set. You know,
yeah.
she'll
Well,
do
you
a lot
never
of
know,
roles.
but yeah, I agree. Yeah, she probably is.
Hollywood's rough, bro. You know,
Yeah.
They got John Hansu. You know, he was complaining, and then he got ripped.
Yeah.
For it, and then because he showed how many he's made a really good career, he just never got the big roles, and I'm like, thousands of people never got the big roles, dude.
Yeah, you got to get
thousands before you.
Yeah. Yep. And Kwan is in this, short round. How do you say his first name?
Oh, he's in this?
Hey, yeah, he's a
Ki-Hu
scientist.
Kwan is how I always
Ki-Hu
know
Kwan. Ki-Hu. Yeah, I always hate getting people's names wrong, but Kwan. Yep. So he's in it as well. Yep. So yeah, I think. I mean, Tom, if you had Netflix, would you watch this or?
I might check it out. There's a few things about it that look kind of interesting.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, and I like Chris Pratt.
Yeah, if I had it.
I mean, I don't mind Millie Bobby Brown, but I haven't seen her in a bunch of shit, so I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
I've mainly just seen her as in the MonsterVerse and Stranger Things.
Stranger Things, yep. But yeah, I guess yeah. So it sounds like people are really trashing this. Trashing this. I haven't been paying attention to the reviews, and trying to just kill the movie, I guess. Versus,
well, it's like Tom said, who are you going to go to for reviews if you're not watching the people you like? You know, on your.
Well, in these day and age, that's the only people you can really trust anymore.
Yeah. No, that's true. I agree. Yeah. So, yeah, and always have your own mind, right? If you freaking like the movie, say you liked it. I mean, shouldn't have an echo chamber any which way. And you know, it's people almost like sometimes being too negative, I guess, which can happen, right? It's always, you know, a lot of the negative stuff. I'm not saying you shouldn't be negative, but it just like, you know, when you're like our products, right? If you have like one bad tool, 1,000 people like the tool, maybe like, you know, 5 of them will write a letter or leave a comment like, oh, your tool's great and saved me a lot of time. But if you have like one bad tool or a couple, like every time you have a bad tool or defect, you know, you're getting killed on social media or whatever. It's just the nature of it, right? If you have a bad dinner at a restaurant, oh, that place was crap. They served the worst clam pizza I ever had. They put anchovies on it.
Well, you'd probably be suffering if that happened.
Yeah.
You don't want that to happen.
Right? But then you're going to write a bad review. But if you have a good experience, you don't always do it. I mean, that's what do you guys think? That's what I seem to find a lot of times where, you know, the negative comes out more and that's your own inclination too, to do that. When something goes wrong, you get so pissed, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I remember when, Tom, are you an anime guy or did you watch that Cowboy Bebop stuff on Netflix?
Not really.
Yeah. I didn't think you were like the anime type guy. And
not particularly, no. I mean,
yeah, I didn't think that you were.
I
didn't know if you'd watched
things
it
here and there, but nothing. Yeah.
You know, I was like, oh God, I'm glad I wasn't. I don't have Netflix for certain reasons, but I'm glad I didn't because I love Cowboy Bebop, the anime, and they just trashed it. And then they talk, you know.
I did watch the live action One Piece, but I tried watching the animated, and I just couldn't get.
Actually, it's weird because I don't watch One Piece. I never did.
I love the live action. That was one of my favorite things.
Yeah, the
to
live
watch.
action is easier for me to follow. Like,
yeah.
Here's my thing with anime. There's just like certain tropes in the way that it's presented, in the animation styles, and the story styles, and the characterizations. They're just chock full of things that just make me want to pull what little hair I have left out.
Oh, there's plenty of them I don't watch
Yeah.
for exactly the same thing that you're talking. I know exactly what you're talking about, dude. And that, we could talk hours about that.
Like, have you ever seen Clerks, the animated series, when they have that like all that crap at the end of episode 4 where everything turns into an anime? That's how I feel like every anime
Dude,
is.
I can't remember. I don't think I watched that one.
She
Tom,
knows
to
what
be
I'm
honest.
talking about. Yeah, exactly.
Courtney,
Let me see if I
okay,
can find that clip here. Maybe I can find it quick.
Yeah, if you find, yeah. But yeah, it's just
episode 4.
Just something that it just anime never did for me. Speed Racer, obviously, as a kid. Go Speed Racer, go!
So good, dude.
Yeah, but the animation is so bad. And of course, wait, we got Eric K with a super chat here. So boom, thank you, Eric K. It's a sad technician who blames his tool. At least that's what she said. Yeah, I hate it when my Windows tools don't work. Yep. So thank you so much, Eric K. We got to play something funny for Eric K for that one. So let's change over to the media assets here. Let's find something.
I can't believe nobody has the full episodes loaded up on YouTube.
They don't have them, no. Yeah.
No.
Well, it's funny because somebody said they were going to try to start watching the anime One Piece show.
Yeah,
here on YouTube, and I said, "Hey, great, that's awesome. See you in 45 years."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's so funny, Dave, because my friend was trying to get me into anime and he was trying to start me with One Piece. And
we're like, oh,
everyone that I talked to was like, don't do it. Don't do it. Like, you're going to know nothing. So I went to, what is it? Attack of the Titan or whatever.
Yeah,
that
that's
was
a pretty good one.
Yeah, I liked that one. But no, One Piece, I didn't even get into. I didn't even try.
Yep. Well, here, let's play a couple of funny clips for Eric. This is one of my favorite ones.
Pull over! No, it's a cardigan, but thanks for noticing.
Love that one.
When are we ever going to catch a break?
Nice set of hooters you got there.
2 lucky guys are going to get to spend the next few weeks with all those ladies. Do you realize what you've done?
You're going the wrong way.
Sorry, my friend's a little slow.
The town's the other way.
Town's back that way.
Oh, yeah, I fucked it up. Sorry. I fucked up.
I love that. Dumb and Dumber is one of those movies where either you get it or you don't. It's
Pretty
like,
bird.
Right?
Pretty bird.
You sold Petey to a blind kid? Petey didn't even have a head. Harry, I took care of it.
Mark, remember on Clavish?
Wait.
His head fell off. His head fell off. Yeah, he was pretty old.
He was pretty old.
He was pretty old. Yeah, this next stuff here, yeah.
I've had it with this dump. We got no food. We got no jobs. Our
pets' heads are falling off.
The liver is just so great. It's just
go,
so,
man. Just go.
And this was one of
Wait a
my
minute.
favorite clips.
I know why you want to go to Aspen. I don't know the way the French are assholes.
Landed on the moon. I think that might be.
Hey, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? Guys!
To the moon one, man.
To the moon one, yeah.
We
yeah,
landed on the moon.
Yeah.
There's great there.
Yeah, that was just so. That was. Yeah, here we go.
That's great.
We landed on the moon.
No, and I don't care.
That's when that chick is talking.
Yeah. And this was another. I love this one too. Here.
I thought we were going to be together forever, and then about a week later, right out of the blue, she sends me a John Deere letter. She give you any reason?
John D.
Something about me not listening to her. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Wasn't paying attention. Yeah. All right, one more. RK's getting a lot of clips there, but yeah, this is.
I expected the Rocky Mountains to be a little rockier than this.
Yeah, that John Denver's full of shit,
the
man.
same thing. That John Denver's full of shit, man.
They're going the wrong way.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah, sorry.
They went
I got the wrong
halfway
clip.
across the country in the wrong direction.
And you totally redeem yourself.
People make mistakes, Harry.
Some little filly break your heart? No, it was a girl.
Kick his ass. Seabass. Seabass.
Little Philly break your heart? No, it was a girl.
But see, that's the quick quips that are just so damn good, right?
It's
Where
the timing of it all.
the
Yeah.
timing and
It's
and
fucking stupid, but that's the. And I think if I remember right, like Siskel and Ebert argued over this movie. Because I remember right, Ebert adored it and Siskel fucking hated it. You could tell, like, it's like clearly the one who has a sense of humor, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude,
Or it was vice versa, one of the two. I can't remember, but this is one of the ones that I know they were like completely diametrically opposed on. But like, yeah. It was about that way with almost every Jim Carrey movie. And it might have been Siskel who actually liked it because I remember him really loving Liar
Okay.
Liar.
He liked it. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't see.
And Gene and
Gene was
Roger was not too big on it or something like that, if I remember right. But they might have given it 2 thumbs up. I think that's the only one they ever gave 2 thumbs up.
Ooh.
But yeah.
Wait, there's a live action of Death Note, Jeff? I missed
Yeah,
that
it's
one.
horrible on Netflix, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
Or is it good? Okay.
And he said
But,
no, not the no.
Oh, he says the
one.
Japanese live action.
Yeah,
so
you're
maybe-
good, Tom. You're good.
Yeah, there's a Netflix version that sucks, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, he's saying not the Netflix one. No, I didn't know that.
Okay, so
'cause-
now that we're back
Wow,
on
that's a good
anime,
anime.
here, share my screen. Hopefully this doesn't get you in trouble. This is like a fucking 20-year-old show. Like,
It's not. We're not monetized anyway. So.
oh yeah, that's true.
Oh,
But this is what I was talking about. So
Oh, we're gonna stop this. Oh, there we go. That was, yeah.
okay,
Well, just play and then stop it. I guess after a few seconds.
it's only a couple. It's not that long.
This is
Not that
Dante
long,
Hicks. We find in favor of. We're sorry. Due to circumstances beyond our control, the script to the rest of the episode
The
was
sad
lost
part
on
is the
its
show
way
is much funnier
overseas.
than it had the right to be.
Luckily, the episode was finished by the Korean animators. We hope you enjoy the new ending. We find in favor of.
Big American Party!
This is why I hate anime. All this shit.
Yeah.
Time for all. I'm having very good time.
I'm having a
Yeah.
very good time. Bear is dancing. Why
Yeah.
was Bear dancing?
I remember when you did. Holy.
Oh, so they all turned into anime. Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, please.
Yeah. It's just
It's
the
just-
bad English. Yeah.
This just goes crazy for like the next 2 minutes.
There's a little bit of Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
Which I did love Powerpuff Girls though.
Who's
Yeah.
driving?
It's
Bear's
funny how they
driving.
turned a lot of these into like techno.
How can that be?
Techno music, like speed races and stuff.
Midgets.
Car full of midgets.
Korean animation studio.
Korean animation studio. Everybody work.
Everybody work. Big mean man whip us. We are slaves.
We are slaves.
Yeah.
This show is so fucking good. If you guys have never seen it, it was only like 8 episodes, and
I've never
ABC
seen
totally
that.
screwed it up.
Here we are.
Snorted Blueprint
I
Space.
love this when the Transformer kills all the people ever.
We will stop you. There's no escape this time. No, it's you who will be the one escaping. Pikachu, please don't sue.
Pikachu, please don't sue. It doesn't even say anything.
What is this?
This is Clerks, the animated series.
Clerks,
but an
yeah.
episode.
Oh, that's where you. This really. Oh my god, that's funny.
Yeah. They put the banana up his tailpipe. Judge Reinhold was in this episode as a judge over the case they were proceeding as Judge Reinhold.
Judge Reinhold.
Like, you guys don't get, like, this show is actually better than like, it even had one of the guys who worked on like Seinfeld that worked on it and shit.
That's
And
awesome.
like the funniest thing is the second episode was a flashback episode. Only they didn't have any episodes to flash back to, so it
Oh,
just kept
God.
flashing back to scenes to the first episode. Like, the
episode.
show was so fucking meta. It was so like ahead of its time. It was like I was like, since the first episode was like last week on Clerk. Like, it was just nothing because there was nothing.
Nothing.
Like,
There was nothing, right? Yeah, yeah.
it was so clever and just mile a minute shit. Like, I mean, and there was a couple of jokes they ended up cutting out, but they screwed it up when they showed it on ABC because they showed that episode first. That was the first episode they showed, which was the 4th episode. Then they showed the 2nd episode. So if you have not seen the first episode, you don't even get the joke in the 2nd episode that they keep flashing back to shit from the first episode.
They're just messing with people.
Because they're like, remember that time that we did this? And they're like, yeah, that was just last week, Randall. Like,
yeah. Well, I do have the Gotcha Man. Yeah, the Battle of the Planet. I do love Battle of the Planet. Actually, on my wall, I've got.
But yeah, so that 4th episode, Jay is suing the Quick Stop. I can't remember what for now, but like he's suing the
wasn't cold or something. Or,
something was, and I think he got sick or something off of a burrito, if I remember right. Because Randall had left the burritos out, or I don't even remember what it was now. But like he sues the Quick Stop, and that's what it's all about. Is they're having this trial, and Judge Reinhold is overseeing the trial.
Judge Reinhold, yeah.
And it had Judge Reinhold do the voice and everything. They have like the whole Axel Foley joke and shit. Yeah.
Oh, Max is headed out. All right. Well, Max, famous last words. We'll probably do another 20 minutes, but I'll make an exception.
Yeah, I was going to say I got to head out soon, but if you're going to do 20 minutes,
yeah,
I'll
just do 20 more minutes. Yeah, but
I'll probably not get service in 20 minutes, so that's a good amount of time.
Yeah, it's a good time then. But Max, if you can stay around, I'll make an exception for you since I'll put you in the giveaway for the wheel, but for the Daredevil stuff. But if you can hang out for another 20 minutes, we'll do the last segment. Will be we'll put him in. Yeah. So, but if you want to stay, I said everyone has to be here, but we'll make an exception to Max or pretend you're in the chat. Yep.
Well, you did 2.5 hours earlier already, so
yeah, I did. Too, yes, right? Of course. Yeah. We got a lot of Max today.
Get the Protector of Hell's Kitchen for free. That's right.
Everybody, you will stay, but we're going for 8 hours.
Knows no fear.
Yeah, we're gonna cut this one off at the
Tom,
stay around, please. But
sorry to interrupt. Tom, did you say Hell's Kitchen? Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, Hell's Kitchen's
with Gordon Ramsay, like that, or is that what you're talking about?
That's where Daredevil's from. Is Hell's Kitchen?
Yeah, Hell's Kitchen. Yep. In
New
York.
We're talking about Daredevil. Sorry.
Yeah. No, sorry. Yeah.
I was going to say my
and
friend
he's also
won
the man with no
episode 4 of
fears.
Hell's Kitchen, but we're not talking about food.
Oh no, and he's also the man with no fear. So I said it's the contest with no fear.
Contest with no fear. Yeah.
Nice one.
This was a halfway decent show. The only thing I didn't like about it was the stupid time jump didn't really sit well with me. But other than that, I thought it was fine. Well, they did it actually. Wasn't it in the first?
Well, in the beginning, they did like a change the universe, or
Well, they jumped from 1990, whatever it was, 4 or 5 or 6 or whatever it was that they were in Terminator 2. They jumped ahead to modern day of the show. Yeah. Because they had it set up that they had a time machine to go forward with, and for what reason I don't fucking know. But yeah, it was kind of, I don't remember.
Yeah,
that was the only convoluted part of the show I didn't care for.
And I think at the ending, I don't know if they knew they were getting canceled or they just did that.
I think they were hoping to get renewed, and I think they were expecting to get renewed. I can't remember now, but something killed it, and it was basically that new movie that came out with Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. So, but this is a hidden gem. Only 2 seasons, At least we got more of this than Firefly, but this is before Lena Headey was a big star in Game of Thrones. So now, she was, no one knew who she was, but I always liked her portrayal, maybe a little bit skinny, physically, but, gorgeous lady and a kick-ass lady too, as from watching Game of Thrones too. So very strong actress. And of course, from Firefly.
And then they had that one actor who, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Yeah. What's the girl?
River. Yeah. What's her name?
From Firefly. My God,
she's got that really cool name, and I can't think of it now.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Summer Gladstone, right?
Summer Gladstone, or something like that.
Summer Glau, or yeah. Sorry, Summer. If I see you in the supermarket, I butchered your name. Sorry, but JT Kirk is heading out to JT. I'll put your name in the giveaway too.
Right?
Yeah. Don't tell anyone I'm cheating. She was great in Summer Glau with Professor. Yep.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yep. Thank you. Yep. Why did I say Gladstone?
She's got a very unique look to her.
Yeah. No, she
was great as a Terminatrix or whatever you want to call her. And then they also had that dude from he's a great character actor. I can't think of his name, but he was in Deadwood and a bunch of other shows.
Tom Decker. Tom Decker was playing here in the article.
Well, that's the kid who played.
He was
John.
good. Yeah,
he was all right.
And then they had oh God, who was the the soldier from the future was Brian Austin Green.
Yeah,
and he was good in it too because he had bulked up and he'd become much bigger. But it's you think of him as 90210. But let me.
I was obsessed. I was just gonna say I was obsessed with him in 90210.
Brian Austin Green. Oh, you loved him. Yep.
He played David, right?
Now was he the one that from the show who ended up because like he didn't do much besides this and that show, but like didn't he like invest his money or become like a race car driver or something or other? I can't remember now. In between.
I feel like you're right. I feel like that makes. I heard something like that, but I don't really know any of the details.
Well, I know what's his face did.
From
Luke Perry, or not Luke Perry, but the other one. Jason Priestley did.
Priestley did, of course, famously Paul Newman, and years ago. But
I'm trying to remember what the fuck did Brian Austin Green do for a while? Because he didn't have to act for the longest time, and he was still rich. He was married to somebody famous too. I'm trying to remember who it was.
Well, who
I'm
was
probably getting half of those guys mixed up together on that show, but yeah.
But there's also an actor who's been really doing well in race car driving. It was someone from what was the sitcom?
Frankie Muniz, isn't it?
Yeah, Frankie Muniz. Wasn't he winning a lot of races?
And he's also going to be doing a Malcolm in the Middle reunion, but the show sounds like it's going to be.
He came in sixth in a race, Frankie.
Really?
He was racing trucks and NASCAR.
How old is he now, though? I still think of him as like a little kid, which is funny.
40 years old,
my age or something.
Yeah, so he's doing pretty well in NASCAR, and these drivers are this ain't a giveaway. This isn't Battle of Network Stars. I mean, he came in sixth place, I guess, but he's got 13 points this year.
I think I'm getting Brian Austin Green kind of crossed over between Jason Priestley and the other dude from the show. I think I'm like amalgamizing them all in my head here.
But you got to have some talent. You got to have some serious talent.
Ian Ziering,
Ian Ziering, yeah. Let's see what Brian Austin Green. Yep.
Yeah, I just looked him up. He's just he's done a few things since then. He's got a podcast.
He has a podcast? I will totally listen to it.
I don't know if he's still doing it or not, but yeah.
What's it called?
And he was married to didn't they just get divorced from Megan Fox? So 2020.
That's what I was thinking. He did marry somebody famous, didn't he?
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox. Yeah, Megan Fox.
She's pretty.
Yeah, terminated Sarah Chronic.
They got married, it looks like, and they divorced in 2021. Yep.
Yep.
That's who I was thinking.
Together for 11 years. Yeah.
I was gonna say he married somebody famous. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
you said that like he's divorced. Not famous.
He is okay.
He's not around. I know people don't know him much
Ziering
anymore.
and Brian Austin Green were like the Ringo Stars of fucking 90210. Like they were just lucky to be in the right place at the right time with the right people. Like I'm not kidding. Like
I was obsessed with him because he looked like this kid that I went to school with.
Luke Perry and Jason Priestley were the fucking talent in that show.
Luke Perry was
whether you liked her or not, Shannon Doherty.
Yeah,
right? Either you loved her or you fucking hated her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't hate her in 90210, but I did not like her when she did that scare tactics show because that show scared the crap out of me.
Yeah. And hail to Snortopupus, the not so scary polar bear.
Because she got that reputation as being a bitch or whatever because she left the show. And it makes you wonder if she ever really was much of a bitch. But yeah,
I think she was. I heard a lot of stories that she was.
Well, I can only imagine it goes to your head, not excusing it, but I can see where all of a sudden you become a star. And I remember watching that first couple of shows with my sister, she's like, that was back when you had to watch, like the same TV show. She's like, no, we're watching it. And the dynamic with her brother, it was a good dynamic and it was acted pretty well. It was,
well, it was a show that guys could watch and not feel like they were watching a girly show at the same time. Because it was the guy stuff on there. It was also partially about like keeping up with like the styles and what was going on. Because I mean, like you went to every school in the 90s. It was the best show
ever when we were that age.
Yeah, everybody was
around my age, I think.
Yeah, everybody was trying to dress like 21 Jump Street and 90210 at that time. Like those were the leaders of like fashion.
Imagine going to that.
Was that the French roll? Was that around that time? The French roll jeans, or is that before that?
Yeah, that's about that period. You're right. Yep.
Yeah, and like Z Cavaricci's, just so ugly.
All the rolled
basically
up jeans.
That Abercrombie Fitch look. Yeah.
And aren't some of these guys like 30 years old, I think, too? In this,
what's her face there in the middle? She was like the notoriously oldest one of the crew or whatever. Yeah.
She had
Oh,
kids or
Andrea?
whatever.
Is that who you're talking about? I
Andrea,
couldn't see it on
Andrea,
the
yeah.
schedule.
Whatever. Yeah, another one who was lucky to be in the right place at the right time.
I mean, she looks very young in there, but
And I mean, Tori
yeah,
Spelling, you could almost argue the same thing, but she was still more of a look, she still had something about her, right? Like that she was a big
She got
part
the role
of that.
because of her dad.
She did, but she kind of rose above that.
Yeah,
I got to give her credit for that.
Did.
And she became a big focal point of the show, and I think it had less to do with who her dad was and more to do with that everybody loved her character because she was that typical girl next door when you first come in.
Yeah.
And then for the first few seasons, it was all about her and Brian Austin Green. Were they going to do it? Were they going to do it? Were they going to do it? You know, like that was the whole big thing, you know?
Right.
And then when she lost her virginity, and I think she broke up with him, wasn't that the big business? Like right afterwards, like
You look how young Brian Austin Green looks there.
And I'm just kind of vaguely getting memories from the show, like, and it was one of those shows that you kind of just eventually had to just give in and watch because I think there was like nothing else on at that time period.
No,
for,
everyone
like,
talks about watch it, right, Lisa?
Yeah, and everybody watched it, so you're just kind of like, you know what? I might as well just give in and watch it because otherwise I won't know what the fuck everybody's talking about. Yeah.
But Shannon Doherty was she God rest her soul and F cancer, but and I remember that horrible interview. She said she was scared to die, and I don't.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is because it make it's like it seemed like after she was or when she got sick and because like a lot of people said a lot of nice things about her. It was like, does everybody forget that they treated her like shit for like 30 years? Like, I mean, I'm not saying she wasn't guilty or but she never did anything that bad, did she? Like, I mean, it's
I think I think she was just like very difficult, like a diva kind of. On the
that's
set
what I'm saying. Like, it's like,
yeah.
so what? She's like just about every other fucking movie star out there. So like,
the press just picked on it, yeah. But
like I said, I remember just a lot of the animosity was just because she left the show and everybody treated it like she was leaving the show in some kind of lurch or something like that.
Oh, I've been to a bunch of Jason Priestley parties, says Eric K, with my cousin back in the day. Always had LA model.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
Those parties wasn't good. And Shannon Doherty was smoking. I mean, you wanted to see her.
There was a hot minute there where Jason Priestley and Luke Perry had to be like the hottest guys.
Yeah,
Luke Perry, not Jason. I didn't think Jason Priestley, but Luke Perry.
Jason had died. Oh yeah, Luke Perry was definitely the bigger of the two. You're right.
Yeah,
but yeah.
He was like, he was second to Brian Austin Green.
See, like, well, that was the thing though, is like Luke Perry had like that Elvis kind of look to where like Jason
James
had more
Dean.
of the James Dean.
Well, yeah, and he like rode a motorcycle. You know what I mean? He was like that dude, like the
and he's the bad boy on the show,
he was
right?
the bad boy. He was the
all
older
girls
guy.
like
Yeah.
He was the Fonz.
And his dad was a fuck up. He was basically, you're not wrong. He was basically the Fonz of the show. He was this old guy hanging out with a bunch of fucking teenagers.
Yep.
All right.
Basically, yeah. Then there was that kid on the far right there that nobody remembers because he offed himself in like what, episode 3 or whatever it was.
Yeah,
He
with the gun, right? Wasn't that the? I don't think
that was the big deal. Like that was the one that everybody made me start watching at that point. It was like, oh no, I gotta watch
think he
this
shot
shit.
himself by mistake, didn't he? Or no?
No, I think he committed the big S because that was like the big,
I don't,
very special
remember.
episode of
Maybe I'm getting,
90210, and they made this big deal. Maybe it was a little farther into the show, but like because they made this big deal that like somebody was gonna go, one of the main cast was going, and we all knew it was not gonna be anybody. We knew it was gonna be that kid. I don't even remember his name. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's like the red shirt of 90210.
Aww.
Yeah, no one remembers Paul or something like that, or I can't remember. He was Brian Austin Green's little geeky friend.
Nowadays, and we don't know because we don't know his name.
No, I don't think he is actually.
Well, he's like Dinkelman. Does anyone who know what that reference
sounds
familiar? Exactly.
That's from American Idol. So Dinkelman was the co-host with.
Oh
Ryan
yeah.
On the
or
first
the kid
season
from
American...
Family Matters, but that was even weirder because she just went upstairs and never came back.
I do that?
Or Chuck Cunningham, who disappeared.
Well, they just kind of quit talking about Chuck, didn't they?
Yeah, they just stopped talking about Chuck.
But that's not as weird. See, Chuck is a little less because like he was an adult, and back then, like sometimes when guys would go off and do their thing, you just wouldn't see him for a long time, especially if
but he was total. They didn't mention him like
no, I know.
My kids. Yeah, they were like, yeah.
That was kind of like I think his part was kind of an Urkel thing where the Fonz I think kind of replaced where he was going to be.
Yeah, he replaced.
I got to meet Urkel.
Did you?
I got to meet Urkel. Yeah, there were two brothers at my school that Khalif Gamble I was friends with, and so that was their cousin. And he came to visit, and my friend Hillary and I went and hung out with them. It was fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
Was he nice?
Yeah, he was totally nice, and he was not like Urkel.
I've heard. Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, I've seen him in other things, and I've heard he's pretty cool. But yeah.
No, he was. I mean, this is when we met him. We were in middle school, so I mean, this is
this is a while ago. Okay, way back when he was even famouser.
Yeah,
or
he
more
was
famous.
at
Sorry.
the time. Yeah, it was a big deal. And I got to meet Ricky Schroeder from Silver Spoons too, and that was right after the show was on. It was just people I lived around.
Wow.
Because it was like a Richie Rich kind of neighborhood.
Well, the thing with the girl on the Family Matters thing, though, it was the youngest daughter, right? Like I said, it's a little bit easier to kind of understand. Okay, yeah, you know, the older Cunningham boy just went off and did his thing, and I'm sure he returned at some point during Christmas or something. We just never seen him, right? You can, kind of do that in your mind.
But you could. But then the cringy thing was like when they mentioned their kids, or like he was just gone. Yeah, he was just totally.
But
it wasn't even mentioned like, oh, Chuck is living in California.
I know. But even back then, though, it was a little less like it's like once you get a kid out the house. But like with Family Matters, it was weird because it was the youngest daughter, and she just up and disappears between seasons. Like
Gone,
they never mentioned again. Nothing.
I don't even remember that.
It's funny because, like I said, the last time we see her is she goes upstairs at the end. I think it's either season 2 or 3, or maybe it's the first season, and maybe it's already that soon. I can't remember which one it is. So, like, she goes upstairs at the end of the episode, and then the next season begins. She's not in any of the opening things. She's not mentioned again. They don't talk about having a younger daughter. Nothing.
May have been abducted by aliens.
Well, I think at that point, because what happened was, and this is why we talk about, with streaming and why they can't do these kind of shows like they used to anymore, is back then Urkel was only meant to be a one-off, right? He was just meant to be an annoying character for one episode, but
they loved him.
He was so popular that they got such a response from it that they kind of shifted because it was kind of like a Family Ties thing too, if you think about it. Because the original idea for the show was supposed to be more about, kind of like Carl was supposed to be the center figure with his wife,
really?
and that was kind of supposed to be the more of the thing, and them dealing with, the older boy, right?
Yeah.
And then like what happened was Urkel come on the scene, and he became more popular. So it was kind of like when Alex P. Keaton became more of the focal point of Family Ties than the parents were. Right, like it was like all of a sudden the kids' stories took over, because if you watch, then all of a sudden the stories are all about Urkel and the daughter, not the boy and the dad so much anymore. That's where it kind of started off. It was kind of like this whole thing between, because the boy always had like learning disability because didn't he find out he was like not dyslexic, but it was, what is it? Is that the one where he found out he was dyslexic, or is that the other show I'm thinking of?
Can't remember now.
There was one of those shows where it was that, but he had an issue too with learning or something like that. I think,
or was it younger brother? Was it younger Brian Bonsall on talking Family Ties? Family Ties, or was it what show were you talking about?
No, I'm talking about Family Matters now.
Family Matters.
Yeah, because the dynamic between Carl and the son was that the son was like stupid, but he wasn't really stupid, right? Like he was kind of like just a dumbbell, like that was, and their whole like that was the whole thing, is like that was supposed to be the dynamic of the show initially. It was like father dealing with the son.
Yeah, and then it switched when Urkel became a big hit.
So then the daughter.
So what if you were streaming? You're saying you couldn't develop a character?
They wouldn't even realize that Urkel was a thing. It had been a one-off, and they wouldn't have known until way after the fact. Maybe they could have hoped to capitalize on it in season 2 if that was the case. But yeah, at that point when they got the response, they were able to kind of shift the focus of the show. Then, kind of the same thing that happened to Family Ties. Yeah.
I get what you're saying, because they were recorded differently. I get it. For a second,
you get the instant feedback. So if you got the whole show in the can, you're not going to. So you
used to only see it like once a week, and you had to wait. So
yeah, they were able to like shift focus in like a matter of weeks or days, as opposed to a year or 2 years. Like, because Michael J. Fox, his dynamic with the folks was always part of the show, but it was always supposed to be this ho hum. You got these hippie parents dealing with these conservative kids, especially Alex P. Keaton, but he took over, just like everybody loved him. So if you notice, like all the stories start to shift towards him, especially when she got pregnant again.
Yeah, it was all Alex. Yeah, it was all Alex. Yeah.
Oh,
so he became the breakout star. And hail to Polly's Minion. Hey.
But otherwise, it was meant to be Meredith Baxter Burney's show. Like, she was the main star. Like, that was supposed to be her big. Yeah,
her big.
But she wasn't catching everyone's attention. Like,
the dad and her got pissed because Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, He was a total unknown. Jealous, I'm sure, in some ways. He was a total unknown. And
kind of like how the Family Matters became the Urkel show, basically, after a certain amount of time.
And the funny thing is, Justine Bateman was playing a total idiot on the show next to Alex. They made fun of her, but in kind of a good-natured way. She was the butt of a lot of jokes, but good heart.
I think they were trying to go with trying to make her like a Valley Girl type, and I wonder if she didn't want to do that. Because
she's so intelligent now. When she's become, even more, I should say more famous than with Family Ties, but with her commentary, and you can see how brilliant she is. And it's just funny comparing that, her character on Family Ties is Alex's sister. And God, I love that show.
Well, she got, because like everybody else kind of got sidelined for Alex, more or less.
Yeah. And who was and then Scott Valentine was on the show as Nick, another Nick character, like just a total doofus, and
that's where they kind of got her something to do, Justine Bateman, so they can get her. Like, if anything, she's just always hanging out with Nick or whatever, and he's good for a laugh. But
and that's where he met his. That's where Michael J. Fox met his wife. On the show. Yep. Oh, she was so cute back then. God.
Yeah.
Smoking. All right. Well, we've already gone.
We've gone way over
it. So let's, and that's your fault, Tom, because
it is my fault. It is my fault. I take.
But you were having fun. So I let you go.
Well,
so I got to cure
it. Helps that I ate between instead of waiting to eat.
Yeah. So we have an Avengers article. We'll save for next.
Oh, what's going on with the Avengers?
Yeah, we'll save that for next week. We can talk about that next week. So let's get to the giveaway here. So so let me go to let me put that screen up again so you can see what two lucky people will win. So where's
wait, Snort, we're doing the giveaway. Hold on.
Oh, that's an awesome drum roll. Here we go.
We got like special effects and stuff, y'all.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, that was cool.
Man, that was really good. So so this is a giveaway. So I got two of these I printed up. So they're ready to go. You've got to be in the USA. And we did Foodery Rewind, Lenrod. Be Kind Rewind. And you'll see the food. We started with Foodery. I don't know how that was.
You
Maddie's
did
daddy's
that
fault.
was why I'm like, you know what? I'm eating first because I saw the food.
First.
Like,
yeah, that's a rule for the show, man. You better eat before you come here.
I'm not gonna make it through the end of the show if I don't otherwise.
My goodness! Are those cinnamon buns? What are those? Are they bacon wrapped scallops?
Bacon wrapped scallops. They look like
meatballs.
That was so good.
Meatballs.
Meatballs.
That still looks so
Even
good.
better yet.
Yep. Yeah. So no, God, I would love to send you something, Captain Timey-Wimey, but it would break the bank. They got to invent the damn transporter. So USA only, and of course you have to give me your address, or if you happen to have a PO box, I got to be able to ship these to you. So we're gonna do the. So if you want to enter the contest, put DD and then your name, so I know whose name. Stephen Mack, can I win those instead? Yeah. So put your name in the chat, please, with a DD, so I know who to enter in here, and hopefully I'll get everyone. So I'm going to pull this over so you can see who I'm entering into the contest here. So let me start typing away. So Eric K.
Lisa.
Okay, we've got. I don't have moves. I guess that means you're in. Brian Hepburn.
Do we need some music for this? Or is this...
Yeah, we could use some music. Yeah, some music would be good. Yeah, that'd be good. Thank you, Tom. Yep. RobAltis.
I was hoping you'd play your song, Tom.
I just figured some elevator music would be.
Yeah, that's good.
It's like you're on hold at Amazon or something.
Eric Case, I love the double D's. Yeah. Lisa, are you entering this? Let me know. Yep. Who else is entering? Let's see. John Evan. Low spec is putting in the D's. Yep. So, okay, so I'm counting that as
the
a yes.
double D.
Lisa's definitely.
Thank you for that super chat, Eric. Yep. Zombie music. Yep. Now let's put Dave in here. Yep. Because he likes the double D's
I'm
too.
good. I'm good.
It's good. You're good. All right, Dave.
Put Lisa in for me. Put Lisa in.
Put Lisa in. Let's put Lisa. Okay.
Yeah, I want somebody else to have it. That's cool.
Okay. Yep. And okay, so let's see who else. If I'm missing anyone else, and also, we had we said Max Redstone and JT Kirk. Also, we're bending the rules. They're great friends of the show, so we're giving them, entering them. Yep. And Lisa says, "I already have double D's."
Lucky.
There we go. That's perfect.
There we go. Yep. All right, so your chances are pretty good. We're gonna have 2 prizes, so you got some good chances here. So we'll give you 10 more seconds, and look at this too. Am I missing anyone? Because I'm an idiot sometimes. So let me know if I'm missing anyone here on this
the replies
on this wheel, and you guys can help me out and see if I'm missing any double D's here.
Did you put John Evan Retro Guy Bear?
I do have John Evan. Yep. I do have John Evan. Yep. So you have a chance of winning. Oh, do I have this? How come it's get on my full screen here?
What happened?
I get it a full screen.
The wheel.
The wheel. Yep. There we go. Yep. So that's your chance to win that. Let me put the wheel back up. Yep. Okay. All right. So going once, going twice. We have all the double D's up. All right. I'm going to shuffle this 3 times, just like you do in cards. All right. And let's roll. Where do I click this to? Just click here. How does this work? There we go. There's the pen. The first winner is. So Eric K is going to get this. Oh, Eric K. Awesome. Eric K.
Congratulations,
Awesome.
Eric K. You have won.
Big winner. Sweet. And I'll also throw in that Silver Surfer for you.
You are
Very
a
nice.
winner.
Very nice. All right, so Eric K, I'm not going to bother to take your name off, but you obviously can't win twice in a row. Winner, chicken dinner. I'm too lazy. Well, here, I can just do this. It doesn't take that long. All right, there we go. All right, let's shuffle it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Hit that wheel for winner number 2. Is it Lisa?
Lisa has done it again.
Lisa.
All right. Also, you can click the remove there. All right.
Lisa does.
Lisa and Eric K. Oh, she
she's
said
deferring.
Take me off. Oh, she said no. Take me off too.
She's deferring. Yeah.
Oh, she doesn't want to be on. Okay, I know. Okay, I'd like to.
Sorry.
All right.
Lisa, I was just being nice.
All right. Okay.
She's deferring. So
she's deferring. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the wheel gets smaller. Yep. And Sword says never heard of him rigged. Yep.
We
Okay.
gotta do
Well,
it again.
we got to do it
Yeah, I
again.
gotta do the number 2
Lisa's
again.
gonna take me off too. Yep. I want to send you free stuff. All right. JT Kirk.
JT Kirk.
JT Kirk. All right. So Eric and JT Kirk. Yep. Awesome. Oh, Lisa was going to give it to Eric. Well, Eric already won, Lisa. So you could have won. Well, we'll talk later, Lisa. I could send one out to you too. But all right. So JT Kirk and Eric K are the big, humongous winners. Wow, they're the huge winners. So that's that's awesome to have. And I just want to give back to all the channel members and everyone. So I'm glad to be able to do that. So so where's my huge quote that you got to have these things queued up on a button here where you can just hit them. All right, where's my huge? Yep. Damn it. I had that somewhere right here.
Huge.
Huge. Where's the huge? Yep. I had that with Larry David. Maybe it's under this one. Is it under Larry David? I just ruin the moment. Once in a while I'll try to redeem myself and then it's not there. Yep. Well, here, how about we do this? Yep.
The price is wrong, bitch.
Oh, here I found it. Yep.
Huge. Huge.
Huge. All right. Well, thank you guys. I'm gonna send that stuff out to you. So, yeah, I think I have JT's address. And I think from Star Trek giveaway, I might have Eric's address, but just Twitter me your address. Yeah, I think I sent you the Star Trek socks, right? Yeah, so I do have. I think I still have your address somewhere. If I lost it, I'll find it. But but thank you everyone tonight. Yeah, it was a lot of fun doing that member stream. Good night, Donnie, and then I'll do some more of these giveaways every now and then. Because I got this new 3D printer, so it's pretty easy to do. So, yeah, everyone have a great St. Patrick's Day, and we'll go around the horn really quick. So, Dave, what's your next show coming up? What you got?
Wednesday night, Black Panther comics, and that's at 9 Eastern, and then I think 10 o'clock Thursday, Spawn watch party at 10 p.m. Eastern. That's a Cosme thing. Episodes, I think it's 9 and 10. I have to double check from season 2. And then
excellent.
Then you Friday, and then probably Sunday.
Sunday, right? Yep. That's awesome. Yep. So much appreciated. And then Tom, what any specific topics on Midnight's Edge tomorrow? Or
I'm not sure offhand yet, but we'll probably talk about something.
Yep, probably a little bit of Snow White thrown in. I guess there was some more news on that.
A little discussion. Yeah.
That'll be mentioned. Yep. But thank you for being here.
Possibly.
A lot of fun as always.
And be safe, everybody, tomorrow if you're going out and having fun.
Yep, for St. Patty's Day. Yep.
I think a lot of people did this weekend, but yeah.
Yeah, that's the big party weekend this weekend. Yep. And Courtney, thank you for being here. It was awesome to have you.
Of course. If anybody hasn't subbed to my channel, I'm going to be hopefully doing some gaming streams. I'm almost there with everything set up, and I'm also going to do a couple just hangout streams and stuff like that. So if you have any subjects, it's Courtney 218.
I was trying to. There it is. Mark got it.
So I have a list. I'm not that fast, but Courtney, you have your PlayStation 5. We've been playing Sea of Thieves now, and I'm doing a Sea of Thieves.
I was watching you the other night, and I was getting seasick.
Yeah, that's right. I was gonna say if you want to try buying the game, but if it makes you seasick, but
it looked fun. I noticed that you weren't doing Fortnite anymore, so that's cool because I have another group of people that want me to play Fortnite with them, and I can come play Sea of Thieves with you guys.
You can play both, yeah. So I go both ways. I go Fortnite and Sea of Thieves.
It's really funny. I've got the TV. I've got like the monitor and everything. I've got a gaming chair, but I don't have the whole PlayStation set up yet.
We better get that set up.
It's like the longest running thing. Like people are calling me on other channels. They're like, "Pro Gamer Courtney," making fun of me because I haven't set it up yet.
Oh, I haven't had to change my name because I've changed it Dave C, and then there's like a ton of those guys. That's like, God.
I will never change my name because it annoys people. Like
who's got the really bad Xbox name? Is that JT or was that you, Dave, that has the really bad the 69 Xbox name?
No, that's not me. That's
that was JT. I think that was JT. Yeah, JT has like this really could be offensive. I'm not even pronounced what it like with numbers. So something with your mom and 69 and yeah, it's JT. Thank you, Lisa. Thank
Courtney
you. Yeah,
I'm blocked, biatch.
Yeah, so
I changed it. I went and changed it. I figured it out.
I know.
So Metalorian and I both Metalorian blocked JT because he thought it was like this creepazoid, and he got mad at Xbox for banning him, so he changed his name. But yeah.
Yes, still low spec. I still haven't hooked it up.
So if you want to play Sea of Thieves, I have a guild set up for our group, and Courtney, it's on sale this week, or anyone out there. It's on, I think it's $15 or
oh wow, where's
price.
That at? Where
on the PlayStation Store, yep, or
cool.
Steam, Steam powered, just Google. So I'm enabling. So try to if you want to play that.
I just want to play with not play with people. That doesn't sound right. I just want people to play games with. So
it's a social game. It's a really social game. Yep. All right. Well, let's get on out of here. So I'm not going to call everyone out because it's getting late, and see, it's already 1:30. So we always have too much fun here. So again, thank you, Tom, Courtney, Dave. Shout out to
trying to get low specs channel. Do you have his?
I think I do. I can't find. I do have his channel. Do I have it listed here? If not, I'm gonna have to add it to my
can find
channel
it.
list. You know what ended up
Anyway,
happening
sorry.
was I think my my list got so big that I had to take some people out because of the character limit. But we'll get it in. If we don't get it in this week, someone's got Low Specs channel. Put it in there if you're a mod out there, please. But everyone have a great night, great week. Stay safe, and we'll catch you on the next Sunday Night Geekery and during the week, Toxic Tuesday.
Good night, everyone.
We're gonna have some fun there at Toxic Tuesday. More, I think we're Transporter 2, or is it? No, it's the what's the Statham's one of the driving movies. When he's the chauffeur. Yep. Transporter. Yep. All right, everyone. Be good. Catch you soon. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Later. Oh, it's in the Rumble chat. Okay. I'm gonna add that to my list.
It's basically at Low Spec Linux Laptop. Like that's the tag.
Yep.
If you Low Spec Linux. So if you look
I'm gonna
at his
put
name,
it in on the from the
and
Rumble
search it
chat.
in there.
Yeah,
I'm
somebody
just on
put
my
it in.
phone trying to like.
I got it. Yeah.
can't
No,
get
I
it
got
that
it. Yeah.
way.
I'm gonna put it in right here, right now. Here we go.
Cool.
There we go. Thank you. Yep. Add it to my list. All right, everyone. Take care. Thank you.
Bye.
Peace out, everyone. Oh, hi.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.